Hello, adventurers. My name is Max, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 40th episode of Campaign 2 of Caches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons & Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Nina Nikolic, Virtual Spectre, and Moves Like Jagger from the GG and Crew. It feels like it's been a long time since we've played, but I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, I know. A million years.
I would like to point out something too, because we were gone the past 2 weeks. It has been now over a year since we started this campaign.
Yes. Yes.
How?
We haven't done anything, okay?
We've done nothing.
Like I'm gonna go to tangent. I'm just
let it out.
I can't.
Let's see when the next out of combat is with you, Mac, and then you can just let it all out.
Dude, I already have. I was like, don't tell Max this, but
it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Side quests. We have a main quest line. No, I'm kidding.
I just make the sandbox. You all play in it however you want.
Thank you.
It's our fault.
And Mac's gonna take her toys and go the fuck home if y'all don't start doing some shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play with you guys anymore. You can go home. No.
Anyway, I don't know what to talk about because it's been so long. But if you haven't checked out our YouTube, I would pretty please ask you to. And
what is happening?
YouTube.com/adcasters and cantrips.
You got the finger thing, Max, when you ask pretty please.
Yeah, just pretty please. Please.
Go to our YouTube channel.
I broke Mac.
Yeah, you did.
Go check it out. We have stuff over there, and that's the great pitch. We have stuff over there, everybody. You should go look at it.
It's stuff.
There's a lot of stuff.
Check
over
out our
there.
stuff.
We have exclusive things that you can't find anywhere else in video format.
And like going into Britney Spears, you're like things and things. Go look at them.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more along the lines of in Thor. He's like, "Behold my stuff." Just in the room. Carl Urban.
Yes.
They're both some dumb beautiful dummies. That's what I was gonna say. I was trying to get another word for that. Apparently we're a bunch of beautiful dummies too.
Oh man. But yeah, go check that out. Or if you prefer to listen to us and not look at us, just go check out our podcasts as well. They're out there. I didn't even check our podcast numbers. I'm a terrible DM, a terrible host.
I can't believe you.
It's just, it's not like I'm moving halfway across the country or anything in a matter of weeks.
No excuse. Sorry. I don't know, man. D&D first.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, but you know what? We're at 40. We're almost at 4150 listens. So thank you for listening.
Hey.
That means you guys are swole if you're listening to us while you're working out. So
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yes, thank you for listening to our content and stuff. And I will say, I know it's been a little rocky of when we're streaming or not, but like I alluded to, Bun and I are moving very soon, and it has encompassed our entire life for a while. But
it has been
As it does.
a thing.
we'll be here this week. We'll be here next week. The next 2 weeks we won't be here, and then hopefully our stuff will be delivered and we'll have things so we can come back. Stick with us.
It's all dependent on if your computers and everything get to your house. Or are you like putting your computers in your car?
We'll have our computers, but we won't have all our monitors and all like camera and all other stuff. So and their delivery window is like, we'll be there between May 25th and June 2nd. So whenever it shows up.
At some point. Have fun.
That's such a huge gap.
Yeah.
It got even longer because that's Memorial Day weekend. So we'll add a couple days on that, but that's okay.
Tip, always remove your graphics card if you're transporting your PC.
Unseat that thing.
I didn't know
Wait, really?
that.
We didn't do that last time, did we?
Is that because people like them or because it can get damaged?
So if it can get damaged because if there's a lot of movement and shaking, because you know how beefy graphic cards are now.
Yeah.
Even like the slightest thing can snap the graphics card.
Ew,
And then
what?
It'll
screw
snap
your
it right out the
motherboard is-
socket.
I didn't even
the
think of
chip is
that.
stuck inside.
I'm so glad you told us that. You probably
Thank
just
you.
saved our lives.
I did it last year or
You
2 years
did?
ago. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Don't worry, I got it. I got
No.
you.
Married a smart person.
But yeah, that's why if you order a pre-built computer, they have like tons of like that expanding foam and stuff, so the graphics card doesn't like get unseated or snap off and all that stuff.
Dude,
So
didn't know that. I came here to learn and I did.
that's a free tip from Moobs.
That's why we do
Welcome
podcasts,
to-
you know?
And then
Yeah, welcome to Casters
listen-
and Cantrips, where we teach you tech tips.
yeah, and then come to our Monday podcast, Home of Knowledge, where you can get cool tips just like that, except for D&D.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Always, when traveling, remove your beads of force from your bag of holding.
Or when traveling, take your dice with you so people can't break them and drop them. Like if you have very nice like stone dice or anything.
That's a good point,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I was just going to let them take them. My CNC
They're not-
dice. Ooh,
Mhm.
look at that, Moobs. Whoa.
That tiger's eye. Yeah.
Whoa.
I gotta be careful when
I
roll
like
with that boy.
it.
The eye of the
Ooh.
tiger?
That's a big boy. Yeah.
That is,
That's pretty.
that's a chonk.
That's a nuggie.
Chunky boy.
I just figured all I had to do is throw sandwich and pizza in the car and we'd be set. But now there's all these other things I got to get in there.
Mhm, mhm.
Shit.
It's going to be so much fun, let me tell you. But anyway, like I said, Tone Knowledge, Monday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Friday nights, where we are right now, is our episodes, 6 p.m. for a campaign. But then you can also check out on Thursdays at noon when they drop on our podcast or on podcast formats or YouTube our Out of Combat, the show after the show that we record. So you can hear about all the fun behind the scenes things. You can hear Mac rant about how she's tired of this island that they're on. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Want to go?
Oh my God.
I'm being a
So
pirate.
funny.
Listen, I don't complain often, but we've been here for a minute. I'm ready to leave.
Go check out our Patreon. We can get early access to some of those things, and then go hang out with us in the Discord. We do fun things in there as well. And if you want to see what our top 5 Druid wild shapes are out of anything in the whole world, you can jump in our Discord. We dropped those in the Tell Me Knowledge channel when we talked about it, and let us know what yours are.
Yeah. And more importantly, come tell us what yours are.
That's why I
We
said.
want to know. I know, but I'm saying that's the more
Oh, you're
important part. You should have
reiterating.
led with that. Yeah, I'm reiterating for emphasis.
I waited it at the end to anchor the conversation.
You made it sound like you could if you want.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
thank
apologize to everyone. It won't happen again. Anyway, I can hear myself yelling at you. I heard it anyway. If I
You're yelling at me?
talk
Why are
loud
you
enough,
yelling
I
at
can
me?
hear it.
you. Oh, here, I'll mute.
That's okay. I just noticed it. I forgot how to stream, so it's been a long time. But you know what? How about this?
It's been a while.
How about we just go ahead and just play tonight's episode? 40 Castles and Cantrips. 1, 2, 3, go.
Boop.
Thank you for the boop. Please recap the story after the boop.
We have the sillies today.
Our story last left off with our heroes donning their disguises, courtesy of Taj, so they could safely travel about the Gilded Atoll. They first made their way to Obsidian Elegance in order to find the drow elf named Thalanis. The group was instructed to seek him out by Madame Zafira if they were in search of magical items. When they arrived, the establishment seemed it was just a mundane shop selling expensive trinkets. However, they found a magical door locked in the back by a riddle. And after some deliberation, the group answered correctly and gained entrance to the hidden chamber inside. And inside this chamber, they met with Thalanis, where he presented the group with some specifically curated items with magical properties for their perusal. After making their selections, they made their way back to the Dragon's Hearth Tavern to find information on their target, Thaldir. After striking up some conversations with some patrons and enduring their individual invention pitches, the group found out that Thaldir was in the employ of Skyward Emporium. Continuing on the trail, they ultimately got information from a Skyward Emporium employee that Thaldir was staying in a private room close to the Rusty Tankard Inn, which was near the ports. The group got the impression that Thaldir was not well liked amongst colleagues, They made their way to the area and were able to locate his single-room residence, where they used arcane magic to observe the inside, where they found a male elf seemingly losing his mind due to the loud noise from the adjacent tavern. After having a miniature breakdown, the elf gentleman abruptly left the residence. Emmy remained outside to keep watch, while Hayden, Cooter, and Taj turned invisible to go through the residence to sabotage his work. And that is where we will begin our adventure this evening.
I wish to investigate all his papers.
Maybe if we go in and find something good, we can keep it for ourselves. Are you ready?
Yes, all of it. I want it. Let's go. We can't let him use it.
So, if you could remind me, was Azric and Hayden outside keeping guard?
You made Hayden and Cooter and you invisible to go inside. Emmy was staying guard, and we will say that Azric was outside keeping guard as well, since
that's right.
Moose was not here last time.
Last episode. Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm remembering correctly the order of events.
Yeah.
So I kind of like walk around Azric as I normally do when I'm invisible, and just kind of like flirtatiously brush his shoulder with my finger so he knows it's me. And then like whisper, let us know if someone is going to come.
Of course, darling. Good luck.
Don't let him in. We need a bit of time to have a look. A little bit of a look-see, looky-loo, if you will.
And then even though you can't see it because I'm invisible, Taj is still sashaying into this residence. And like her hair is just flowing, you know, like she's doing her thing.
Amazing.
Yeah. We can't, us invisible people can't see each other.
You cannot.
So,
We're just like bashing into each other as we try to go through the door together.
yeah, Hayden's gonna, I guess, swiftly creep towards the door.
Oh, after you. Yep.
Sorry. So who wants to go in first?
Wait, did you say, am I an animal form while keeping watch, or I'm just me keeping watch?
You, I think, are disguised as a sailor, and you were saying curse words.
Oh,
that's
right.
Last time,
yeah.
Taj said to you, say loudly, I am never going to swear again, to let her know if something was going wrong.
Okay, so I'm just out here swearing like a sailor. I'm just like going ham. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
like,
Now
like, our mateys, you sons of bitches.
Yep, that's about what it was like last time. Sure.
Got it.
Boop, 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 boop.
What's a good, what? Okay, I'm gonna research some sailor swearing. Continue.
Okay.
I could just open my window and let my neighbors, you know.
Ooh, perfect. That's what I mean. Sounds like. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
don't want that on Twitch or YouTube. I'm gonna leave the window closed. It was not great.
Amazing.
I'm gonna whisper into the air around me.
Hmm.
Shall I be the first to go in?
Right?
Maybe
All right, I
maybe
will.
check for traps, I suppose. Might be a good
Oh,
idea, considering the circumstances.
But if you cast a spell, we'll no longer be invisible. So just keep that in mind.
Normally I'd agree, but he didn't really look the type.
Mm.
I wanted to
He was
just
a little flustered.
slowly push the door open.
Okay. You slowly push the door open, and the inside here just looks like a complete disarray of just papers and like a research desk and just components and tools and like all kinds of stuff. It looks like at one point This might have been like a very well maintained and organized like working space for like an inventor. And now that's all just kind of gone to shit. There's stuff thrown everywhere. Like someone's in a panic or is just rushing, something like that.
Looks like we might not need to sabotage him after all. He's going to do it himself.
Maybe. Let us see what he has to say. And I like look over at the table and pick up one of the papers to see what it's about.
Yeah, so you pick up some papers and there's initial like drawings and diagrams and runes, and there's just papers strewn everywhere. This one is particularly talking about the innate magical properties of certain types of stones and things like that. It's very like, it'd be like picking up a book right now on like astrophysics and like looking through it and just being like, okay, I'm trying to make sense of this, but a lot of this shit is really like specific. So you could make a raw intelligence check if you'd like.
Sure.
To see if you can science your way through some of this stuff.
I wish to have a peeky peek.
When you
All
say
right.
intelligence check, would I just add my like intelligence modifier to my roll or just a straight roll die?
Your intelligence modifier.
16.
16. Go ahead for Cooter.
17.
17. Yeah, you're looking through this and you're like, okay, I understand like there's innate properties of certain materials. I see that they're trying to maybe utilize that in some sort of invention. But beyond that, it's like hyper specialized. So you kind of get the gist of what this person's trying to do. And you kind of keep going through some of these papers. And you realize that Thaldir, like, he's actually onto something. Like, you couldn't recreate the science that he's doing, like the marrying of technology, science, and like arcane. But what you're finding is very interesting and nothing that you'd ever seen before. And it looks like from what you're seeing that it's really just a marvel of arcane engineering. It can, specific features of this are it's designed to enhance the user's ability to perceive and interpret just magic phenomenon, especially in the realm of divination. They sort of have a heightened state of magical awareness, all kinds of really interesting things that you would be able to do with this device and what they're planning on making. You can amplify, clarify magical, just essences in general. It's pretty wild.
I gather up the papers and like put them in my bag.
Okay.
Do I see like a workbench with what looks like some contraption on it that might be this thing he's working on?
Yeah, make a perception roll.
Okay.
Does that mean that if you were already naturally inclined in divination, it would kind of like supercharge those abilities, or does it seem to just bring ordinary folk to the level of someone who has that skill?
Its specific design is to allow ordinary folk to have the same, I don't want to use the word information, but same abilities to use for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Natural 20, so 24 total.
Don't get excited about it or anything.
I'll save my naturally perceptive rolls in that case.
He's just like, natural 20, whatever. I got this. No big.
I gotta get back into it, man.
Hold my mead.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're looking around underneath papers, underneath all these tools. This place is a dump. But after you move some things around and you've gone looking, you see sort of underneath the desk with a couple things in front of it. There's like a really ornate, like wooden display box. Looks like some nice burled wood that has been polished, and there's like a very nice latch on this thing. You would think that if someone was going to keep such an item somewhere that they're going to present to a large audience to potentially get investors or for sale, it'd be in something like this.
Huh. Well, this does look interesting. I'm assuming by looking at it, is it locks, latches?
There's definitely like a lock on it.
Okay. Well, I found something over here that looks rather important, but it's locked, so...
Do we have a... Taj, are you able to see what's inside before we try to open it?
If I cast a spell, then we are no longer invisible. So we could try to pick it. That is my suggestion. Or
Perhaps.
if we do not care, we just smash the box.
Well, we're supposed to sabotage and ruin his reputation, right?
Aye.
Well, obviously, we could break into the box and take whatever's inside.
We might as well.
But that would only perhaps delay him. He might be able to cobble something else together, and his research might go forward. So how do we discredit him?
I say, if he comes back, we tie him up or take him somewhere, and I become him and do the presentation and make a fool.
That would be very funny. The alternative would be we try to open it and I can tinker with it a bit, but I do think that that's going to take far more time than we have. So I'm far more inclined to enjoy Tasha's idea.
Maybe we can do both. Or we take it for ourselves and sell it to somebody who is willing.
Oh, we definitely take it. I want to take a look at this thing.
I do think it is a good idea.
How many days until... I always forget how close we are to the actual day of
It
the
is
presentation.
currently Twins Day, the 3rd of Sextus, and on the 6th of Sextus is Fire's Day, is the symposium in progress. So you have about 3 days.
So we'd have to keep him bound up or locked up for 3 days. I don't know how we pull that off.
Easy. We put him in the brig with chowder.
You want to try and transport him all the way to our ship?
I'm sure we have ways. Didn't we pick up that love potion or something? Maybe we can test that out.
Maybe he falls in love with you.
Me? Oh. Well,
Or and me.
I guess it doesn't really matter which of us. I just hope I can keep up the ruse. I'm not very performative
If we need performance, then I can do
or
it.
persuasive.
I can do both. I can be very persuasive.
Oh, I think that's probably the best idea. However, if you ever start feeling uncomfortable, you make sure you let us know.
Aye.
Ari, Bildratio, fucking Swabbins. You just hear that from outside.
What does Azric think of this, by the way?
Sounds like we're safe for now.
Emmy, where did you learn such rubbish?
Oh, well, I used to swim up to, watch the ships go by, and I would just stow away for a little bit and listen to the sailors talking at night. They'd usually had a lot of rum by then. I didn't know what rum was back then, but it makes sense now.
Why are you saying it now?
Well, I cover. I'm a pirate. Yar. And then that way, if I say I'll never cuss again, then Cooter and Taj will know that they need to get out of there.
Oh,
But that way everyone thinks I'm just like some drunk sailor.
I have rum if you really want to sell the performance.
Oh no. Well,
sure.
do you think it would help?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I really don't want to, but you know what? It's for Taj and Cooter. And Hayden, of course. Okay, and Emmy grabs it from you and just starts chugging it. I'm going to roll a constitution on that. You started this.
I love it.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh
Cool.
boy.
This is the casters I signed up for.
Army jabbers, you flopping noodles!
And you will learn what that means for you later, Emmy, but keep it up. Go for it.
Well, I think these are some fantastic ideas, but I don't know how much time we have left in here. So, can we have a quick look at the box, make sure it's not magically secure or something?
Yes, of course. Shall we do some arcana checking?
We can check it, but like I said, if I cast a spell, we are no longer invisible.
Is an arcana check a spell?
No,
But
but we
detect
can,
magic is.
we can investigate it and look around, but
Just, if anything stands out.
Yes. Okay,
15?
so
You're doing an
Anyone
Arcana
else
check?
roll? Yeah, to see if we can see any like magical whatevers about it, like sparkles or I don't know.
So what
magical
you
sparkle.
so typically Arcana is like measuring your ability to recall like lore about magic. So if you're wanting to see if something is magical, that's a
we
detect
would have
magic.
to actually cast.
Or like an identify of the item or something like that. So
Well, I guess that brings a question then is the so I casted invisibility on us.
Mhm.
So am I just withholding my concentration and they can cast magic, or if any of us cast magic?
so
Or is it just me if I cast magic?
no. It's so you've got invisibility up, right?
Yeah.
And with
Invisibility is for anyone,
invisibility,
isn't it?
you see that
Oh,
it's
yeah, I just read the last
concentration.
line.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
if you cast a spell, you become uninvisible. If you lose your concentration, everyone becomes uninvisible. And if Cooter was to cast a spell, then she becomes uninvisible.
Yeah. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to just confirm that I was doing that right.
You got it.
Yeah.
No, it looks like we won't be able to check.
Well,
Maybe we can check the locks at least. I just
Oh,
don't know how much time we'll have for that.
you can leave that to me. I will, I guess, attempt to pick any locks.
Yeah. Give me a d20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency.
Plus, oh crap.
Oh no.
Oh, crap.
I lost my character sheet. There we go.
Oh, that's better than a crappy roll.
That means you're dead. If you don't have the character
Yeah.
sheet, your character's dead. Everybody
So
knows
this
that.
is-
No, Hayden,
would,
not
it be
again.
would it be the same number as like my sleight of hand for this, or
No, unless you had
No.
expertise in your thieves' tools, which you can take, but I don't think you did.
I don't think I did.
So it's +7.
+7. Okay.
Because typically you could use like a thieves' tools with not dexterity, like a puzzle lock. That'd be like
Right.
intelligence plus
Okay.
proficiency. But go ahead.
Cool. Well, 23.
23. This, you put in your thieves' tools and you turn it like you had the key. It pops open, and the latch is unclasped. So easy for you to take a peek if you'd like.
Well, step one done. Shall we?
Right?
Moment of truth.
We'll kind of like move myself off to the side of the box and slowly open it up, like facing a direction that's not us.
You don't know where anybody else is, bud.
That's true. So I'm facing it where I'm not.
I'm just messing with you. So you open it towards Cooter. No, so you open this up, and the nice like light burled wood and continues on the inside, except they have lined the box with like red velvet, like pillowy material. It's very nice, very luxurious, ornate box. But inside is a device. It's like a sleek, like metallic looking apparatus that's got sort of intricate like runes and shimmering like crystals embedded into it. In the center, there's sort of like a pulsating like crystal. It's almost like it's similar to like a rod of some sorts with embedded like crystals and runes all around it.
Wow.
Well, I don't know what I'm looking at. Anyone else?
Well, it's pretty much what was written in the papers. But manifest.
Maybe we take it?
Oh,
I
we
think
definitely
we
take it.
should, for sure. However, do we want to sabotage things just in case things go sideways?
Maybe we take everything that we can. That way he has no paperwork. Do we want him to think that he was robbed, or maybe not? Do we want to sabotage things?
How long will it take? Can I have a look at those papers? Maybe I can work a little alchemagic.
I reach into my bag and then make like snapping sounds so she knows where my hand is to take the papers.
And basically I'm going to try to like take in as much of the main things that look like the main parts of the formula as I can and try to like memorize those but rewrite the formulas so that if it's something I'm aware of, it might have catastrophic results if he tries to rebuild it.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a way that would cause another, like, abyss situation.
Catastrophe? Yeah,
Not,
sure.
not that. Maybe like a couple of notches down from.
A couple
from
notches
that.
down. Gotcha. So like a major
Just
explosion.
Yes.
What do you feel is a couple of notches down from ripping a continent apart?
Or at least, like, maybe it just does like a, and then like deflates like a, that kind of, maybe something more comical.
You just want to like mess up the calculations and basically make it like you can't recreate it. Okay.
Yeah. Just in case things go bad.
I am going to ask for an Arcana roll from you for that.
Okay.
And then if able, could I, like, under her supervision, write it? Because I have proficiency in a forgery kit.
Mm-hmm.
So I can, like, do the handwriting and the whole thing.
Yeah. So the roll for her is to make sense of what she could change without blowing up the world, and then doing this stuff, and then we'll do another check for you with your forgery stuff.
That was 15.
15. Yeah, you're pretty confident that you can change a couple numbers, carry the 3 and add 4, and then it'll make it not work.
Marvelous. All right, so I start describing to Taj.
Yeah, and Taj, you've got your forgery kit. So I will have you roll a d20 plus your proficiency. And I'm going to say in this case, let's see. Yeah, D20 plus proficiency, and then I'll just say plus dexterity, since you're trying to match their handwriting and making it seem like it's their papers.
Proficiency plus dexterity.
Yeah, so plus 4 to this roll. So your proficiency in the tools got you the plus 3.
Hold on, mathing. 14.
A 14. Yeah, it looks like if you were looking at the papers, it's pretty good. The only way that you know is that, you know, there's some couple things where maybe like on a couple lines you aren't as slanted as this person's handwriting is, but if you held it side by side, you could be like, okay, this is slightly different, this is slightly different, but like it's pretty good, especially since you're doing it quick in here. So unless someone really scrutinized this stuff and did like some handwriting analysis, like at first glance, it wouldn't seem off.
Okay. And then I leave those papers on the table in the way that I had found the original papers, but I keep the original papers in my bag.
Gotcha. Hayden, did you happen to touch this thing, or did you just open the box?
I did not touch it, no.
Okay. Just curious.
But now I kind of want to touch it.
Should
I don't know if you should touch it.
Do it.
let him touch it.
Touch the butt.
Touch it. Touch it, Aiden.
Would that be something he would do, though? I really want to do it.
For science.
I think I'll say, well,
I absolutely would
should
if
we
you
just
won't.
Are we just taking the device, or are we taking the whole box? And I'll go and reach for the thing, which none of you can see.
I don't know. Should we do probably the whole box? Wait, do we want to get the whole
Well,
box?
maybe we just-
should leave the box.
Yeah.
You can put something else inside of it, so the weight is there.
Yes.
Maybe you touch it for weight comparison, or not. Up to you.
How heavy is it?
Maybe leave like a threatening note
Hmm.
in the box.
But then he might be on guard, and maybe he will hire security, and it will be harder to capture him. Unless we wait
We
for him
have
to come
his-
home tonight, then he will not know.
But we have his notes and the object.
I
So
I think we should definitely take the object and leave and relock the box. It'll save us a bit of time.
agree.
I'm gonna make a roll.
Sure.
If it's higher than a 10, Hayden won't touch it and pull it out of the box.
You can
If
just
it's
tip
lower-
it into me bag.
If it's lower than a 10, he will reach out and try to grab the thing.
Sure. Hayden's gonna let fate decide.
Like
it's
it.
It's a 19. His caution takes over and he says,
Just like
Oh, how-
tip it into my bag of it's over here. Over here. Do you hear me? Here's
I
my
hear
arm.
you. Okay.
Just
Is
tip
this-
it into the bag.
Is it something we can just dump out? Is it like secure in the box some way, or
Like a rod, just in like in a
it's
nice
just like
box.
okay. I will attempt to pour it out into a bag I can't see.
What could go wrong? It's fine.
I'm gonna roll a dice now.
Hey.
We don't like when the DM
Um,
rolls dice.
I'm gonna roll a D100.
Oh!
I like you.
You both are invisible. You're guiding each other where there's an open bag. It's a bag of holding, which I think is probably not much bigger than like a sack or a backpack opening, right?
Mhm, mhm.
If this is 33 or below, it's gonna fall on the floor. It's 25. Bun, you can come look at it if you want. I'll leave it there.
I mean, I believe you, but if they want me to, I'll come look.
I mean, if it's made of metal, it might not break.
So you have the box, which is invisible because you're holding it. You're trying to get into an invisible bag that Cooter is holding that's also invisible. And you're shimmying, trying to figure out how to get this invisible thing out, since when you carry stuff when you're invisible, it turns invisible. And you hear it sort of like come out of the box, and then you all of a sudden you see this wand, this like rod-shaped object, sort of hit something. Cooter, you feel it hit your shoulder, and then ding, 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 hits like the floor.
Oh dear.
Is it?
What happens when it hit my shoulder? I think it hit me.
Nothing happened to you, Cooter.
Okay,
It just hit your
well,
shoulder and fell on the
I'm
ground.
all right.
Pick it up and put it in your bag.
All right. And I just reached out and grab it and put it
Who picks it
in
up?
my stack. I do.
Okay. Yep, Cooter, you grab a hold of it, and
Yep.
it seems cold to touch, and you just grab it and go, and then put it where you think your bag is.
That
And
was
it goes
easy.
in your bag.
We've got it in it. We've got it in our bag. All right, I've got it. Shall we?
Meanwhile, Emmy and Azra, can you make some perception rolls for me?
Are you blimey?
Just for
Burp,
DM
burp,
context, since I wasn't here, I'm going to take the form of Captain Julius Buttons.
Perfect.
Excellent. I don't know if you've used
What
that
am I
persona
rolling?
before, have you?
Julius
Yes.
Buttons is the pirate captain who stole the ship that is now known as the Unfortunate.
Ah, fantastic. What a scallywag.
What am I rolling again?
Perception. You're keeping a lookout.
Okay. 8 plus. Sorry, math got really hard. What was that? 14.
14.
Oh, did I need to roll another constitution or anything? Am I drunk?
No, you already rolled a 1, so
Oh, so I'm
you're
done.
already.
You're good.
You're already
Do
blasted.
I need to roll with disadvantage is then what I should be asking.
that may or may not come into effect depending on what happens.
Okay.
So sit tight.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. DM. So
It's fine. Everything's fine.
we're guards.
Best
Alrighty.
guards.
We're guards.
So, actually, Emmy, you need to roll at disadvantage for that, by the way. If you please.
So 12.
Yes. And I'll just go ahead and tell you now, you are essentially under the effects, like you're basically poisoned. And I want you to roll a d4 to see how long it'll last.
I rolled a 2 on the d4.
It's 2 hours.
Okay, great. Hey,
So,
I mean, if that could be like that in real life.
yeah. And
Sounds
I
great.
will say for the
Trust.
players too that normally, like it's fine. Your characters can drink and be merry and all that, but Amy specifically grabbed a whole bottle and was like, "I'm chugging all this," so that's why.
Yeah, and she doesn't
do
drink.
I still have my bucket, or did we leave it somewhere for something?
You can have
Oh,
your
I hope you
bucket
have
if
it.
you want.
God, I
Okay.
hope you have it. I'm gonna need it in a minute.
I usually have my bucket. Just checking because we might need it.
Amy, you really don't see anything. You are,
You can't see shit.
I mean, you're having a great time. Like this is fantastic. You're out here pretending to be a sailor, and I mean, you're not really pretending you're already a
you-
sailor.
Bloody milk drinkers, I'll show ye what a pirate looks like. It looks like me. do it? Did I do a good job, Azric? I'm really feeling it. Really feeling it.
If you really want to get in, I mean, we should sing a jovial pirate song. Are you ready?
I love pirate songs.
All right, ready? Yo ho, yo ho. And then we
I just want to apologize to chat in advance. Okay, I'm not going to sing it.
But you could.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Azric, as you're egging Emmy on, living her drunken pirate fantasy of singing in the streets, I guess, you see some individuals coming down the alleyway from where you and Emmy are situated. Now it's up to you. I'm assuming that you all aren't posted up directly in front of the room where they're at. I'm guessing you're somewhere off to the side, but it's up to you where you want to be.
Yeah, like we're in the vicinity,
side.
but, like if we need to block someone from trying to get to the door, we'll be able to maneuver ourselves in between people.
But we're like standing up the way, like in a spot where someone might be just loitering because they're killing time. Like it's not good. We weren't drunk when we picked the spot, right? So
right, yeah. And you can hear like it's right next door to like the tavern is like right across the way. It's super loud. Like there's people outside that are kind of drinking and being rowdy as well. But you, Azric, you see at first you see 3 people sort of making a beeline towards the building where your compadres are. And as you're pointing that out to Emmy, you notice there's another 3 coming up another side alley, sort of heading around.
What do these individuals look like, or attire-wise?
They look angry. They look like they are on a mission to get where your friends are, and they look like something's up. Like maybe something had alerted them to what is going on.
Oh. Does Emmy see this? She doesn't see this, right? She's just having a good old time.
I mean, he could point them out to you, and you can see people that are heading that way.
Emmy, we have company, and
I love company. More to sing. Yo ho.
I'm like, oh, damn it! Oh, she's not gonna say it. What was the password?
I'm not gonna tell you the secret password. I'm gonna curse till the day I die. Yar, ye flabbity jabbity gibbets. Herner.
So at this moment, they're about 50 to 60 feet away from the door, and they're not like sprinting, but they're walking in a hurry.
Did we hear Azric say it? Because like I heard Azric, but did we hear Azric?
I'll leave that up to Azric.
I did not.
Yeah.
What did you?
It's louder and louder.
I was definitely singing loud.
Yeah.
How much time has elapsed?
Why do you ask?
Because I want to know if I need to recast invisibility.
It has not been an hour.
Okay. Then we're good.
Yeah,
what I'm trying to prevent is them come in room, them no see anybody, and then we just like appear out of thin air. So
Yeah.
No.
I'm like, ye won't be cursing at me no more, you scallywag.
Scallywag, you're a scallywag. I'll curse all I want. You
guys hear that?
old-haired maggot.
And, I pretend to throw the bottle of rum towards Emmy, but I'm gonna throw it at the door. So
Where?
it can shatter.
Okay.
Emmy goes, oh, we're having a brawl. She thinks we're just like playing a game. And I'm also going to start throwing stuff.
Okay.
Like whatever's around me, barrels, pieces of wood. I'm just going to pick it up and be like, yeah, and throw it at the closest person.
Emmy's going full buddy.
Yeah. Dogs are feeding off my energy right now. They're like going crazy because I'm yelling.
We need to move. Time's up. Let's go.
Yep, sounds like there's something going on out there.
Make sure
Right.
that you grab the thing, and then we'll head out of here.
Oh yes, got it in the bag.
I would like everybody to roll initiative so we can put a little bit of
Oh my God.
structure
Wait.
into this.
Yeah.
I just want to restate that Moves did this, not me. I mean, I
Do I
want
have
it,
negative
but I just want to state that for the record.
Azric loves messing with Emmy.
It's so funny.
I'm rolling high tonight.
I'm rolling average or below average.
Taj, what's your initiative?
4.
A 4. Pooter, what's your initiative?
13.
Emmy.
7.
Gotcha. I believe you roll that with disadvantage.
Oh,
You're poisoned.
it's 7.
7, okay. Hayden.
What's 18 plus 7?
Lot, sir. 25.
25.
More than the rest of us.
Azric.
That's what it is.
Boy.
14.
14. Alrighty. Up first. You all don't know what's happening yet, but that's okay. We'll get there if we need to. As Hayden, what are you doing?
I'm going for the door, but I'm not like gonna toss it open. I'm going to get to the door, open it just enough to squeeze through and slip out.
Okay. You want to be outside?
Oh yeah. I want to be caught in there.
All right.
I will follow suit.
Not your turn yet.
Oh, sorry. I forgot
It's
we're
okay.
in initiative. My bad. Maybe.
I mean, I'm not gonna like. I should make this clear as possible. When I slip out, I'm not gonna like walk out into an open space. I'm gonna kind of like take a split second to like get my surroundings,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna kind of move off to the side. It wasn't the water on one side of this place, like the docks?
No, not that close. It's just close to the docks, close to the harbor.
Okay. I guess I'm not gonna go straight out from the door. I'm gonna kind of move off to the side,
Sure, I'll have you off
the
to the side.
entranceway. Yeah.
Alrighty. I love the fact, just those of you at home, we're not doing a map or anything at the moment. I can see what's happening, and there's an initiative thing. And normally it would show the picture of what's happening and what their name is. But I know for the players, it has a black square and it just says something is happening. And they have no idea what is happening to them. And it's fantastic. It is the best.
For you.
Well, you wouldn't know what they look like just now.
I have to put the thing over my inventory. Custom item. Doohickey.
Yeah, you don't know what it's called.
Item.
Actually, you would know what it's called. Because Taj is the paperwork, and I will say that you know it is the Arcane Illuminator.
Writing that down.
Illuminator.
Hayden, Azric, and Emmy, you see someone just make a beeline and just sprint right up to the door, ready to go in.
Okay. Can I aim my stuff at them? Not because I think they're doing anything, but they do happen to run right in where I was trying to throw things.
You can do whatever you want on your turn.
I was just asking for preparing. I didn't know how drunkenness affects me.
Alrighty. That happens. And this building is essentially getting swarmed by angry looking people. Rick. I think what I will do, for those of you that are outside, I think I'll move you individually over to the map and you can see what's going on. And then everyone else will have to wait.
I need to open the map.
Ooh. I have the map open, but it's not working for me. So just as a heads up.
I've been not working how?
I think that's by design. Like he doesn't want you to see.
No, it's showing the word. It's showing Erebos, and I don't see another tab.
That's how it was for.
It's because
let me refresh a few more times. I refreshed once, but I'll keep trying.
I just pulled you over, so to the map.
Oh,
so it was nothing.
You didn't see. I was in. Okay, got it. We're all good. We're Gucci.
And I will.
It's all right. You're blind anyway, so.
No, she's just poisoned.
I'm just drunk, you flappity bilge water milk
You've got
drinking
alcohol
puppy
poisoning.
dogs.
And your perception basically makes you blind.
Yeah.
And it's
why do these things
hilarious.
appear before my eyes?
Let's let everybody at home see. There's all sorts of people that are outside. There's some people hanging out by the tavern over here. But that looks like a bunch of people came. Azric, it's your turn.
Where is the door exactly?
Right here, sir.
I'm gonna make it. I guess I'll use a performance. I'm gonna make it look like Emmy pushes me onto the character that is 15 feet away from behind me.
Okay.
You can't talk like me like that, you landlubber.
Lover.
My performance is a 14.
A 14. I'm gonna have them roll an insight. You've made yourself known to them. What's that?
I guess that's a charge or something. I'm just like flailing my body at the guy.
Well, so you did a performance roll. I'm assuming you're trying to convince them, like, that there's something going on and they need to pay attention to it or something like that. So what do you want to happen if your performance succeeds?
I want them to stop in their tracks and pay attention to what is happening in the scene before them of these two drunken sailors.
Yes.
Throwing fisticuffs.
So you come back and just bump into this guy. And he just so instantly turns over to you, and it's not their turn, but their attention is fully fixated on what you and what Emmy are doing at the moment.
Excellent.
Cooter, what would you like to do? You're still inside, so I'll do anything map wise.
I'm just trying to shuffle my way out to get to my friends. Sounds like they're in trouble, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Not sure what I'm hearing, to be honest.
Yeah, so you can step out. You know Hayden, well, I guess you don't know Hayden slipped out. The door is slightly ajar, I'm assuming.
I'm just kind of like peeking my head around
Hayden took the time to close the door
look.
behind him, so...
I think what's that?
I'm just asking. When you left, did you leave the door open behind you? Did you close it behind you?
No, I opened it just enough for me to slither out, and then so it's got to be. I don't know. I probably would have pushed it a little
slightly ajar.
Slightly ajar, yeah.
So I'm
Right, Cooter.
peeking. I'm
You're
peeking
peeking.
through the jar of A.
Yeah, so you see about 4 people huddled outside the door, getting ready to come in. You see Azric in an argument with someone else, and Emmy is carrying on outside.
Oh dear. Gosh, we better get out there. I think things are about to get interesting.
Sorry, my
As I
dog
said.
barked and it scared the shit out of me.
As I
Dog.
said, things are about to get interesting.
There's a stray dog in the alleyway.
Oh man.
Dogs, man, we don't deserve them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Literally scared 2 years off my life.
All right, Cooter, what do you do?
I don't know if I can do anything. Yeah, I don't know if I want to open the door, but I also want to warn Taj that we really need to get out there. I guess I kind of stay inside the door, but just kind of able to peek out.
Yeah, so you're waiting. You're
I'm peeking, yeah.
you're in the entryway. Got it.
Yeah. Not all the way in the entryway, just kind of to the side to the door and just peeking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Up next.
Something is happening.
Love that for us.
Yeah.
Some people are coming up, wondering what's a happening. Alrighty.
Oh no. There's a lot happening.
So this doorway is getting pretty crowded at the moment. I'll indicate that you're invisible, Hayden, so I don't forget. You'd think that there's a little. There it is. Invisible.
Oh yeah, I'm still invisible. I forgot about that.
Yep.
I could have just gotten out.
Invisible.
True to
Emmy.
fashion.
There's a whole
Sorry.
bunch of people in this little courtyard now, and a lot of them are huddled around.
I think my dog heard Mac's dog or something. I don't know. The dogs were crying for no reason. I'm like, what's going on? All
buddy.
the dogs are going crazy. Okay. I want to, I don't know what's going on. We're playing Drunken Sailors. It's really fun. I'm going to throw the empty, I have the empty rum bottle. I'm going to throw that at the closest person.
So you can see on the map who the closest person is.
Mm-hmm. Do I want to throw it? I think I want to throw it. I also don't have bucket with me, by the way. I want to throw
That's
it
right.
at Azric. And I want to roll to see but I want to aim for the other, as a player, I want to aim for the other guy, but I'm okay if it hits Azric.
Okay.
So I will roll to see which one I'm targeting. Does that make sense?
So you're gonna throw a bottle as an improvised weapon, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Emmy doesn't really know what's happening. So she thinks her and Azric are playing a game.
I always get
The
this
player,
confused of
I'm hoping to hit
throwing
the guy behind him.
throwing an improvised weapon. I'm gonna still say it's a strength check because it's not necessarily a finesse weapon.
It's
so
fine.
a bottle's not a finesse. So roll d20, add your strength modifier.
I'm technically aiming for Azric. Okay.
No, I think you're aiming for the bad guy, is what you were saying, right?
Well, Emmy's aiming for the bad guy. Emmy's aiming for Azric and Bun Bun's aiming for the bad guy. So I don't know what you would do.
Just do your roll.
Okay.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Do I do it with disadvantage?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Plus strength. 6.
A 6. A 6 is not going to hit the bad guy. I will let Azric decide if he wants to get hit by this or not. I won't let Emmy decide. I'm not going to decide. It is up to you if Azric wants to get hit by this bottle.
That's best.
Azric or Julius will.
That's right.
duck.
Julius will duck, and it just kind of the glass breaks just off to the right and just shatters everywhere.
Perfect.
And this guy looks pissed. The two people beside you also look upset.
when it shatters, I just start like laughing, and then I turn and look at those two guys like below me, and I'm just like, "You look like a couple of sailors to me, me mateys." And then I start singing, "Yo ho," and trying to get them to sing along with me. So I'm like, "Yo ho, yo ho." It's not an action. It's just me.
Yeah. Taj, what do you want to do?
I want to look in the room and see if there's like a second exit or not. Or is it just that one door?
So from when you entered here, you can quickly get a look around. This is like a shitty, like single room flat. Because if you remember correctly, the foreman of the Skyward Emporium put this guy over here on purpose to make his life miserable because he thought he was a dick. Put him next to the tavern in a flop, and it's like one entrance here.
Then I will like slide out the front door and go like on a diagonal. That way I'm not like going like straight out the front, you know?
Gotcha. So what I will say, so the door, they're huddled around it. You can go through here. You can use the optional tumbling rules.
I'm unfamiliar.
I know you're all unfamiliar.
Tell us about these rules.
Do these exist before today? What are we talking about?
Yes, you actually had access to them in campaign 1. It's on our session 0 sheet. For tumbling and overrun.
To read?
You know, I mean, it's only to your detriment if you don't. So you can read if you want or not. I don't care.
I'm not gonna remember.
Oh man.
Me and Mac are over here like, we don't have to read it, and it's gone.
Yeah.
ADHD
And
memory.
we need
hello.
to know, we'll be reminded.
Yeah. So now, let's see. Which one? Session 0. Campaign 2, Session 0. I always define the link because the rules for this are in like a stupid place. So I always have the link set up. Let's see. So normally you can't move through other people's spaces. However, you can use Overrun or Tumble. So Overrun uses athletics, Tumble uses acrobatics. So I'll let you choose whatever you want. But essentially, you can do it as an action or a bonus action. You can make that check and you can move through their space.
Will they feel me brush by them?
More than likely, yes. But you won't be trapped in here, essentially.
I, instead of trying to leave, if I may, if you decide that this is not acceptable, will in the room be against the wall of the door, basically waiting for them to like I'm gonna hold my action when they like open the door and come through to investigate. I want to sneak out.
Sure. So you would like to hold your action as movement, that when the door is cleared up, if it clears up, that you're going to slip out then.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Can do. Hayden, it's your turn. I'm going to let y'all see the map now, by the way. Since it was everyone's sort of on the...
Let's see here. Well, I don't want to like attack anybody or can I like tuck in like a little corner there that I'm next to? Like here, oops, hold on. Here?
Yeah, you can go there. That's a little alcove.
Okay. I'm just going to kind of quietly tuck back in there and let me look at something on my inventory real quick. I need to read something. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just tuck back in there and crouch down and try to be as quiet as possible and wait to see what happens.
Make a stealth roll.
Okay. Boy. $29.
Oh yeah. You feel like you are silent. All right. You are crouched down in this alcove, just awaiting for something to happen. Up next is this person. They are going to go in to the doorway. And as they try to go in, they're basically gonna have to be pushed to the side, because there is a cootery in the way in the door. So I will say that they come through, go to this next space, and I'm just gonna give them a quick dex check to see if they fall over in acrobatics, and they don't. So they come in and then they trip and then kind of stumble into the next square, and then they look around and don't see you. They see a messy place. They're gonna make a perception roll. Okay. That's gonna be their
I
turn.
hold my breath.
And this is a super small area, so up next, this one. They move forward and you hear them yell, "Make some room!" And they go through. The same thing happens. And they fall prone. They go in and stumble over Cooter. They hit the person in the doorway and they fall over, and the papers and shit go everywhere. And they just sort of fall over. That's their turn for now. This person here is preoccupied with Azric. And they sort of pull their longsword out, like partly out of their sheath. And they look to you, Azric, and sort of size you up, and they're like, "You better get out of here if you know what's good for you." And they're basically like threatening you with violence.
I have a question.
Yes.
Has the door opened up enough for me to use my held action to leave?
Yes.
Or not yet?
I think you could step over the person who fell down. And you should be able to see him now. You can step over the person who fell down, make your way through this way, and then go out. I'll have you make a stealth roll, and then we can kind of go through that.
Hold, please. Let me do. Oh dear. This dice is going in jail. Wait, hold on. I might have something. Hold on. Hold, please. Please say I have something. I thought I had something to re-roll stuff. I do. No. Yeah. Okay, I'm using inspiration.
Go for it.
All right, that's better. I'll take a 13, please.
A 13, gotcha.
Better than a 6.
Yeah, so they can't see you all. And this is why invisibility is stupid in D&D and like stealth and stuff. You're invisible. They can't see you. But you still have to stealth so they can't hear you.
Sure.
And if they hear you,
Emmy's being so loud right now.
Yeah. But they're also inside a building too. So she rolled a 13.
They could hear me from inside. So
Right. Yeah. So here's what's going to happen. Taj, you are going to go over this poor gentleman. You're going to go this way. You're going to sneak around. And then I assume you want to go out the front door.
Yes, sir.
And God, you're going to hate this, Mac. I'm pretty sure since you and Cooter are both invisible, you can't see where each other are on the map. So you go out the front door.
Yeah, I can't.
You bump into Cooter. So I need you to just roll an acrobatics check.
Not with this die.
I'm very
Oh my
small.
God.
Do it with
Oh my
advantage.
God.
I'm so
Oh my
tiny.
God.
But I have advantage because she's small.
I'm only knee high.
That would be canceled out because she's invisible and you can't see her. So
That's true.
straight roll.
And what did you say it was? What kind of a check?
Acrobatics.
6.
Oh,
That
man.
die is fired too.
I'm fired. I'm the one who's fired.
I know it's not funny. It's
You're
a
off the
serious
ship.
it's a serious D&D, but I love the fact that you can't see each other with invisibility because of how often you use it. It just makes stuff like this so like interesting. So Taj, you make it out. You make it through and you're like, okay, this is my chance. This dumbass fell over all the books and stuff in here in the papers. This person almost fell. I'm out. I'm going to be careful. Watch out for the books. And then you start to go out as you see, light out the front doorway through the threshold. Like, I can get out. We're gonna get through this. And then as you step over, you basically side check into Cooter, which catches you off guard because you were being careful of the floor like the other people weren't doing. And you make it basically outside, and you fall prone. So you've gone.
Love that.
You've gone about 25 feet or so, which isn't enough to get up because you've used your action to stealth.
Okay.
Roll, go, run.
I think in her mind, she's like, sees the other two people stumble and is like, idiots. And then
Like literally.
Oh my God, yes.
But actually.
Oh man. So you go out and you just stumble and then just kind of hit the pavement and you're still invisible. Cooter's still invisible, but then you just hear like out in front of the doorway. Okay. Up next, this person. There's commotion. Let's see what they're. So they move forward. Despite all of the nonsense, they hear what's going on and they don't see anything. And they basically use an active like investigation roll. And they're sort of like looking and like, you know, the thing like trying to think of like if you're gonna step on like ice to see like on like a lake if it was gonna break or something like that. He's doing like that sort of thing in like the next area, and sort of like feels like something not the ground, and then just starts like putting his hand forward and then feels not a door. Cooter makes that face as some dude's hand is just like reaching out. And despite your best and most valiant efforts, this person yells to their crew, I think they must be invisible. I can't see them, but I heard it. And just starts like pointing in the area. This person sort of moves forward and then just sort of looks and is like, where? And then he's just like pointing in like the general direction of the doorway. And then this person, they grab a dagger and just like throw it in like into the direction that they're pointing. Let's see. Okay, straight roll for that. They throw it. It doesn't hit you, Cooter. So they miss because you're invisible and they can't see you and all other stuff. So they throw it and just and it goes on the ground. And he's just yelling, I don't know where they are. And they are definitely hyper aware of some nonsense going on. Azric.
Okay, look at that guy. I'm like, all right. Let's not get hasty. Just having a gentleman's disagreement.
I'm no gentleman, and Emmy is dressed like a gentleman right now because it's from Taj's disguise kit.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And hearing that they know someone's invisible there, I'm going to subtle spell cast darkness.
Yes.
And I'm gonna try to angle it to cover these two, like the Leonin and the burly man, to block their view, but leave enough light that I don't know if they're left built yet, so that they can see the direction we're going.
Gotcha. So it's a 15-foot radius, brother. So that's I don't know where you're gonna angle this thing, but you know what? Let's draw. Let's see. Where do you want that thing?
Let me. Is it possible to leave this blank square not in the darkness?
It is, but then one of them won't be in the darkness. This guy won't.
What?
So then only this one. Because it's if a square's
away.
Yeah, if you shift it one, then that puts it in.
Like right one, down one.
Yeah. That puts her in.
One more little guy down. Ah, I see.
One more down. That might do it.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Chess. This ain't checkers.
I'm gonna make you do your own spells next time.
Can I do that?
I think so. The little underneath the little person, there's a measurement control, like a little 90-degree angle, I think. I don't know if you have that or not.
Okay. And then I will gingerly back away.
Mm-hmm.
With my hands up.
Gotcha.
Well, all right, we be leaving.
And you hear, you don't hear the darkness. I hear the darkness. You subtly cast darkness, and then just this sphere of just void comes up, and you hear people screaming from this area, because these are the poor tavern patrons that don't know what the fuck's going on over here. These guys start yelling. They start yelling, "Arcane, they're magic users!" And like everyone's like they're yelling. Shit's kind of hitting the fan here. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, so I say very loudly that we'll be leaving, and we won't no trouble. Ain't that right? Sally? And I like elbow Emmy.
My name's Sally. As
Oh no.
No.
Oh, I rolled a natural one. And I'm gonna puke all over Azric.
Oh god. It's so gross.
It doesn't hurt you like Cooters does. It just
It
smells
just hurts you emotionally.
What I eat last, probably fish.
damage.
Yeah.
There's no
Oh.
You might wanna throw that
presentation in
coat
the world
away,
that
but you
will
know.
cleanse me.
Cooter. Something hit you and then
Was it puke?
like jostled you, and then you saw a big giant sphere of darkness appear in the area where there's no light or anything. So anything inside the purple you cannot see.
Oh, fantastic. Can I swing to my right? Is there enough?
You tell me where you want to go.
That's right. I can do things.
You have the power. Okay.
I'm creeping.
Uh-huh.
Creeping.
What?
I'm creeping.
What I will. Yeah. Okay. Now, where else would you like to go?
I'm creeping. Or even just that.
Okay. So when you step, so are you want to go down, over, and up, or diagonal down and up?
Diagonal up. I missed that. I
So
didn't
you
realize
went
that I could do
from
that.
here to here, right?
Yeah, I'm just like side skirting the wall. Just
So you
as
go
much as my
diagonal
little
down.
shell will let me.
You feel someone right here. So go ahead and I'll let you make a tumble or overrun if you want to get through that square, because there's definitely a person there.
Yes, I wish.
So you can either roll acrobatics or athletics if you want.
Athletics it is. 13.
I mean, you get through them. I mean, then you don't see each other, so you bump in and kind of go through. So you were there. You bumped into a person, and then you hear them yell, "Oh, what? I didn't see him, but they went by me." Anything else you'd like to do?
Oh, I wish to run. How do I
Okay.
get back to the ship?
Okay. you can run to the edge of the map and then be there unless things change if you'd like.
Oh my god, let me try.
You can just go. Just move
Yeah.
yourself to the end. Why
Oh
not?
my god, I'm going.
Okay.
I've got the actual device on me. I don't want to risk it. Problem is no one knows that I've gone.
This one says, what if they're part of this? We can't let them leave now. And he moves this way and is gonna grapple Emmy. I need you to make an athletics
Can I puke
roll
on them?
with disadvantage.
Okay. Athletics, you said?
Yeah. Or acrobatics.
Okay.
You have to beat a 19.
Oh no. Oh, I
What they
would have
rolled.
made it if it weren't for disadvantage. Oh no. 14.
You grabbed. They got you.
I'm grabbed.
Up next, this one. And they all grow the deer, and they're gonna try and grab Asric.
Oh man.
Jesus. All right, you have to beat a 20.
Unless I roll a natural 20, this ain't happening. Nope, I rolled 2.
Alrighty. You are also grabbed.
We in trouble now.
Alrighty. This one here is wondering what is happening. Sees the darkness. Does the little like ice thing step to try and see what's going on. Feels a Taj-shaped object on the ground, since they're all kind of aware. And they're gonna just, they do here. I'm trying to think, because like I don't know if they would start swinging or if they'd want to capture people. I'm gonna say they're gonna try and grapple you, but here comes, you're invisible, so they can't see you. You're also prone. So let's just do it's just a straight roll. You can do athletics or acrobatics.
Cool.
An 18 is what they rolled. Oh, 20. Sorry, 20. They have higher athletics than the others.
21.
21. They go to like grab at the invisible wizard that they don't know that you're a wizard, and you're just like squirm out of the way because you can see them, and you're just like rolling around to keep them from grabbing you. Emmy, you are grappled.
I'm gonna say that at this point it is clear that this is not a game anymore. So Emmy is gonna panic, and I'm still in darkness, so I can't see.
No,
anything.
you're not in
grappled.
darkness.
Okay, so that's right. So I'm just grappled. I am gonna panic, and Drunk Emmy is gonna do what Drunk Emmy does best, and I am gonna turn into. Oh, let's roll for it. That seems fun. Okay. I'm going to turn into a giant crab. So it looks like Bucket, but it's Emmy, and it's giant.
Is that large or medium size?
That is medium beast.
Okay, so you're still the same size, but you turn into a big old crab.
Yeah, it didn't help me. But I still have some of the pirate costume on me. I didn't like merge it because Emmy's doesn't know what's going on right now, so she's drunk. So I have like an eye patch and like a bandana on, even though I'm a crab.
Okay.
I am going to use, what do crabs have?
Claws.
Do a blind sight. I'm gonna claw this guy that's grappling me.
Go for it.
13 to hit.
A 13 to hit them. I mean, that does hit. It's just one leather armor.
Okay. They're gonna take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
And they are grappled.
So you're grappling each other. Neither one of you can move. You're grappling each. It's like an old wrestling where they like glock together.
Yeah. Luckily, I've got 2 claws, so I can try and grapple someone else next turn, or double grapple him.
Like Azric, you grapple Azric.
Oh, I could.
Taj, it is now your turn.
I stand up.
Perfect. Half your movement.
And skedaddle out of here if I may.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
My plan was to go diagonal, so I'll just go diagonal if I can. Like
Up and around. There's a wall here, so you'd have to go through this gentleman, or you can go down or wherever.
Can I go this way?
Oh yeah, you can go right that way.
Yeah.
You can't move that far though, because you used half your movement to get up, so you only can move
I'll
15. So left or right of them would be good.
There.
Here or here?
I'll go here.
There you go. Perfect.
Sorry,
Alrighty.
I don't see anyone there, so I didn't know someone was there.
No. You should be able to see this person, I'm assuming.
Nope, I don't see them.
You don't see them?
I didn't know someone was there. No, I'll refresh. Let me see.
Because they aren't invisible.
It's thinking about its life, but yeah.
Okay, then that puts us back at the top of the round. It looks like things are going to go off. And I think this is a great spot before things get a little dicey here for us to go ahead and take our break for the evening. It seems that this thing is going to ready to turn one direction or another. So with that, go ahead and go grab some snacks, get you a beverage, maybe stretch your appendages, And we will be back here in just a few, so don't go anywhere. And come back and hang out with us and figure out what the hell they're going to do to get out of this. So
Yeah, what are we
BRB,
gonna do?
everybody. See you in a bit. And welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you've gotten some snacks and some beverages and you stretched your appendages. That's important. We're back in D&D, and where we left off, there was some shenanigans happening with some invisibility.
That's an
and
understatement.
some drunken pirates and all sorts of fun stuff. So it seems like Cooter is ready to get away with the magical item thing while the rest of the group's trying to get out. So we'll leave you on the edge there, Cooter, in case something changes. But we'll go back to where we were there and the chaos that was this potential encounter. I guess it's still an encounter, just not violent yet. Or it's a little violent, but not all the way.
Not all the way violent.
Incidentally dangerous.
Yeah, it's not all the way battle. Some people are and some people aren't. So where we left off is the top of the round. So Hayden, what are you doing? You're invisible. You see there's a bit of or I guess you could hear the scuffle and see the scuffle with Azric and Emmy. Some people yelling about invisible people.
Yeah. And not knowing where my other two invisible friends are right now, it's causing a bit of a problem.
So funny. It's so funny.
But Hayden's hope is that they followed him out when he got out. I know they are talking about invisible people, but he doesn't know if they've found them. Doesn't look like they found them yet. So
you saw this person try to grapple invisible something on the ground and failed. Right.
So in Hayden's mind, whatever they're reaching for might not actually be there.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they would have grabbed them. So what? What is it? If I was to put like a 10-foot radius here of like effect, centered it here, where would that reach to? All these, this.
So let me give you some. So you want it centered?
Some measurement tool.
10-foot radius would be that if you centered it here. Let me get you another color. We'll make yours light blue. Because why not? That's what the 10-foot radius looks like.
In the doorways here. Why is it not letting me ping it?
Doorways right. Yeah, right there. Exactly.
Man. So, can I move this circle? To see?
I can.
What if I centered it here? Is this guy out of it then?
He is out of it.
Damn. Shoot. You know what? I'm going to... All I see right now is a cloud of darkness, a couple guys in front of me and a couple guys over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to try to move.
Okay, so we need to delete this template?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because my plan would block the door and Hayden's not certain if everybody made it out. So, yeah, I will move. Let's see. 5 and 20. gonna slink here. Boom.
Okay. Make an acrobatics roll.
Okay. Did I trip over somebody?
You sure did.
Oh no.
Oh man.
This is the gift that just keeps giving.
Acrobatics. Okay.
Oh man.
Trip over me.
Yeah, he walked right over you.
God damn it.
Do we have one of those like clown soundtracks?
Yeah. What's your acrobatic?
Okay. That is a 22 on acrobatics.
Yeah, easy. You come in and you feel jostled and you do a super awesome spin move and then you go past and then slink down there.
So
Typical Hayden.
feeling I jostled against something in a space where it doesn't look like anybody's at. Can I infer that's one of my two friends probably there?
I mean, yeah, any reasonable invisible person would
So
assume
now,
that.
so now Hayden has an idea of in the general area where one of them two is. So he knows at least one got out. And I'm still invisible for now.
You are. You have not
So I'm
attacked or
just-
cast a spell.
Right. So I'm going to let me. You know what I might do? I have a couple. No, that would break stealth.
You see both of your friends are grappled and you see one's a crab that you could assume is Emmy.
Right. Is this guy focused more on this area over here?
Yeah, for sure. That's where people were pointing.
Okay. I don't want to break stealth. Damn. I'm going to hold.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to hold an action to throw.
I'm laughing because Bun got up and the camera completely focused on pizza. In the background. It's just like looking around the bed. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna hold an action to throw one of the beads of force that I have
Okay.
to this spot. I'm gonna hold it in case I get discovered or if I get discovered.
Okay. That's the only condition if you get discovered.
Right.
Okay. But next, this person who got tripped over, and she's yelling out, "Where are they?" And these people are pointing like, "They were right here." So she steps forward, and pulls out a rapier and just stabs into the ground, and just hits the stone. She's like, "They're not here anymore." This idiot gets up. And he starts asking what's going on. Are they still inside? We don't think so. I'll check to make sure. And he starts investigating this space. Let's see. And okay. So he investigates this space. And he yells, "It's gone!" This person steps up and says, "What do you mean it's gone? It's gone!" And they look very distressed, very panicked at the moment. They've got those two grappled. He steps back this way. He's like, we're taking them back to question them. Oops. I hit the next round on accident instead of the next turn. My bad. Alrighty. This one, it just starts yelling, I can't see. I'm blinded. I'm gonna roll to see which direction they're gonna run. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I rolled the wrong sided dice for that, but it's the same roll anyway. 3, 4, 5. So they move this way. Like, I can't see anything. And they just wander around in the darkness. They feel a wall. They feel all kinds of stuff. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to freak out in the darkness. This one. Moves this way. I'm blind too. And then he gets out of it. And the sword turns behind him and sees the sphere of darkness. And he just yells, keep going, you'll make it out. Azric.
Okay. Then thinking long and hard.
Mm-hmm.
Reminder, Emmy had just peeked on you.
Yes.
So, just so you remember.
Okay, I mean, my real reason for mentioning that is that Emmy might not be in any condition to she is a giant crab, but she's not doing good.
Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to cast Polymorph as an Eldritch invocation.
Whoa!
On myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn into Quetzalcoatlus.
Can you say that again?
Quetzalcoatlus. I don't know how to say it. All right, question for you, because twin spell, because I need to spend sorcery points for the spell level.
Uh-huh.
And this is technically an invocation. But do I need 4 sorcery points, or can I just use the 1?
What will be the difference between 4 versus 1? Sorry. I don't know those sorcery point stuff of what you would need to do.
So in order to use twin spell, I have to use X amount of sorcery points per spell level.
Yes.
And so Polymorph's level 4 spell, but it's an invocation that doesn't technically uses a spell slot, but it's just my warlock spell slot.
You'd still have to use the appropriate amount of sorcery points for it, because it basically gives you the ability to cast that spell at that level.
Okay, cool. So then I'll turn into a Quetzal Pretzel.
Quetzal Pretzel it is. Fantastic. That's my favorite flavor of pretzel.
And so that's an action. So this makes me huge. So whether this man wants to stay grappled to me or not.
I don't think he can stay grappled to you, because you are now 2 sizes bigger than he is.
I'm going to.
This is how big you are.
I'm a biggin.
I'm gonna just set you here for now, and I'm just gonna say everybody gets moved out of the way of your area of influence.
Okay, beautiful. And then I'm gonna use. Nope, I can't. Never mind. My action was.
Yeah. So you're not grappled. You're free like a bird.
So that means darkness drops, since I'm now concentrating on polymorph.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to fly away.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you used your action. It dropped. You have a fly speed of 80 feet. So you're probably going to take some attacks of opportunity, but you know what? Worth. In my humble opinion, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. I just wish I had more actions to grab Crab Emmy.
Yeah. There's always next time.
Yeah, I guess that's 3 attack of ops.
Only 2. This one's grappling Emmy. I guess they would swing at you with one of their weapons. So, okay, we'll do this one first. Alrighty. They are not using a shield right now. They didn't have time to grab it, so they just have their long sword. Two-handed, that's a 7, so that's gonna miss you. The next one is gonna take their mace. 20 to hit total, which I'm assuming hits you. That's 4 bludgeoning damage. And then the other one, a natural 1. And they swing wildly while trying to hold on to Crab and grapple. So you take 1 little swipe. And then how far do you fly vertically?
I'll do 60 feet up since my flight is 80.
And then you can go another 20 feet, whatever direction you want.
We'll just say I'm over here.
Okay, easy enough.
That is my turn.
Cooter, I'm assuming that you are GTFOing until told otherwise.
Yes, correct. That's correct. Or I have the secret magic stick. I got the magic stick.
In case people that don't know what the Quetzalcoatlus are, they're dinosaur birds. They're like a pteranodon, but they're huge. They're the ones that walk.
Is the thingo from Final Fantasy VIII?
I guess so. I don't remember that one from FF8.
The like lightning bird boy. You always give him to Zell because they match.
I'm pretty sure you all fought some of these at some point. Let me just drag one out if I have one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
It's these bros. That's what Azric looks like now. This guy. Dinosaur bird.
Oh, yep. Okay. Beautiful.
Anyway, Cooter, you're out of here.
Yes, if anything, I am probably inside my shell by now, cowering in stealth.
This thug is going to try and shove Emmy prone while grappling. Gonna take the crowd to the ground. Jesus. All right, you can do athletics as a. Actually, yeah, as an. Can they shove you prone while you're both grappled? Well, when you're grappled, your speed is 0. That's all it means. Sorry, I'm like thinking through like all the rules in my head of like what's happening. Yeah, okay. So do an athletics for the crybaby.
Uh, 14.
A 14. You are currently shoved prone. That's their whole turn.
Okay.
Up next. This one runs over here and he goes, "What do we do?" And this next one who's wrestling the crab just goes, "Bring it down!" So he grabs his crossbow and takes a shot at you. That big bird up there. All right. An 11 to hit.
Nope.
All right, that's it. This one turns around to see the commotion. He goes, "The magic's gone! Oh my god!" It just looks into the. Let me move that guy. into the air, grabs a javelin and just chucks it wildly at you, which he's at disadvantage. They're gonna miss you. Emmy, it is your turn. You are prone and grappled, but you also have them grappled.
Okay. I also have one more claw.
No one's near you yet.
Well, I have reach.
Oh. Do you?
Let's see. It says 5 foot reach.
That's normal.
Oh, okay. Why do they call it out then? Okay, then in that case, I would like to try to get ungrappled as a crab.
All right, you can do an athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna do it with disadvantage because I'm still drunk.
Yeah.
7.
Natural 1.
What?
Natural 1.
No way.
How did that just work? Oh my god. Oh, it's because I'm a crab and crabs are the
So
best.
he's like trying to hold you down as a crab, but you've got a claw around his like. You have a claw around him, and then you become ungrappled, and you've got him in a grapple. You're still prone. What do you want to do now?
Can I get up?
Yeah, that's half your movement.
And can I position myself between the two so that I can try to grapple the other guy like next turn?
If you want.
Okay. Because I can't do it this turn because getting ungrappled was my action, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, actually, you could just.
I guess I should
do
run
this.
away.
Yeah, you could.
Is it clear to me that everyone else has run away, actually? I don't know that it is.
You don't see anyone else except for the big bird that Azric turned into and is flying in the air.
Can I? Does he go before both those thugs?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just gonna reach up a claw, like.
Okay. Are you gonna keep the one grappled? The guy grappled?
Yeah.
Okay. Taj, all sorts of shit's happening. What do you want to do?
Okay.
I would like to run.
Perfect.
And
Good call.
use my action to sprint, please.
Mm-hmm.
And just run out of here the direction that Cooter went.
Okay.
Actually, no, I wouldn't be able to see her. I'm just going to keep running.
Which direction are you gonna go?
This way for like.
Just move 5
far
feet
as
at a
I can
time for a
get.
little bit.
What?
Just move 5 feet at a time for a little bit.
There's 30.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what? Can I keep going or
Keep going.
there's another 30?
Well, yeah. We'll move you. You're trying to escape, right? Not go in the
Yeah, I'm
building.
trying to escape. Yeah. I'm not
We'll
trying
push
to
you
fight
up here.
this.
Okay, we'll put you over there. Alrighty, you didn't run into anybody.
Sweet.
Alrighty. Hayden.
So,
Oh, wait.
Azric's big
never mind.
bird and
Oh, did
Flying
you have
out of there.
something for Taj?
I was gonna ask, did I run by Azric?
He's
What?
flying in the air like 60 feet
Okay.
as a giant
Okay,
bird.
cool. Never mind.
Go ahead. For Hayden, sorry.
So Azric's in the air, kind of flying away, and Emmy looks like she's like turned to try and get away as well.
You see that she got ungrappled as the crab stood up, has one of these guys in one claw, and is reaching up another claw into the air towards the big bird.
Okay. I think he will take that as a cue that we're getting out of here. So I'm going to, not knowing where everybody else is, gonna just pick a direction and go. So I'll dash. That's 30.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's this way, but I'm going
You can go to the edge of the map because you can dash and then bonus action dash.
Yeah. How do I? Yeah.
So I'll just move you down one. Yeah, that's fine. Basically, if you're on the end of the map, like if you're, I'm just gonna assume that you're out of there at this point. Alrighty. Up next, they're gonna start investigating in this area because they don't really know where the invisible person went. This person is yelling, they're not inside. They start meandering around. This person goes, he looks back, he goes, it's them, you idiot, they're the one casting magic. And points up into the sky at the big old bird. And is gonna javelin you at disadvantage. Oh, that's actually okay. 18.
13 it hits.
18.
Oh, yeah.
3 piercing damage.
Okay. And I rolled. Where's the stat of the things? 21 for concentration. Yep.
Yeah. This one looks up, and they can't even get within range of you, so they're gonna run, and they have to get right underneath you, and they throw a dart at you at long range.
Dart.
And they miss you. Hey man, it's all he's got. This one hears the call and then comes out and shoots a crossbow at you. Let's see. 14.
Yep.
8 piercing.
Ooh. Okay. And then I got a 22 concentration.
Easy. Your turn.
I'm gonna swoop in and pick up Crab Emmy.
Amazing.
And utilizing my flyby ability where I don't provoke attack opportunities when I fly out of enemy's reach, we're gonna fly off into the sunset.
Yes, a Quetzalcoatlus is a huge creature with a 15 strength, which means you have a carry capacity of 900 pounds.
So I'm going to keep the other guy grappled then.
That was my question. So Azric, as the big bird, you fly away and you've got Crab Emmy. Emmy, you have a hold of the other guy as you're going up in the air. And how long do you want to hold on to him?
Unless Azric tries to make me not. I mean, forever? I don't know.
You're just going to keep him?
Yeah. It's my new pet.
Okay. Azric, you see she's got someone dangling. Are you going to head back to the ship? What are you going to...
My plan is to fly into the ocean.
Okay. Fly to the
nowhere
ocean.
Nowhere near our ship though. Like not like super far, but
yeah. So at this point, Taj, you're easily gonna get away. You're invisible. Nothing's gonna stop you. Hayden is away. Cooter is away. You've got Emmy. Emmy's got this guy, and like, you just tell me what happens at this point because you're going off to the ocean. What's the plan here?
So I'm gonna fly just above the surface of the ocean and just dip the dude in, and hopefully because of my class, the velocity and the kinetic energy that Emmy just releases the dude, and then I take us off somewhere else.
I mean, we'll have to ask Emmy. He's going to definitely try to escape as soon as he finds somewhere that he can no longer fall to his death. So Emmy, you're gonna hold on to this dude?
Make him roll his thing.
16.
He's so lucky Emmy's drunk because that would have been a natural 20 and he would have been mine forever. We would have merged into one. No, I rolled a 6.
So he's struggling, and then when you get higher over the city, he holds on to the crab, and then when you get over water, he's just trying to pry this claw loose to get out of there. And then when you dip him in, he just uses that to force the claw, and just you see him skid on the water like he just fell off of like a set of water skis behind a boat or something, just skids across and then starts to sink. And with that, congratulations. You all have
did it
successfully.
We've
gotten
successfully
away.
spent another session doing nothing.
No, that's not. Well, I mean,
We did get an item. We just don't know if it's useful.
You don't
The
know
magic
we're
stick.
ending. It's only 8:30.
Side quest, baby. Complete.
Side quest done. How much XP? No, I'm just kidding. We don't play for XP here.
We don't do
for anyone new.
XP. Milestone.
Milestone.
I like that.
I do too. I don't want to have more things to keep
It's
up
so
with.
much better.
No math.
XP is fun, but
please.
it's fiddly. Yeah.
Alrighty. So you all are in your individual parts of the city. Where I'm assuming you all rendezvous at some point. I don't know if you discussed that, but you're adventurers and you know the deal. What would you like to do?
I, for one, am trying to scuttle as quickly as I can back to the ship because I'm scared.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think Hayden's gonna like stick to small streets and alleyways to work his way back, just in case the invisibility drops off. He doesn't want to be in the middle of a crowd and have that just drop.
I'll
Yeah.
do the same.
Yeah, and y'all got an hour. When you cast it, you probably spent like what, maybe a good, I'll say 25 to 30 minutes inside, searching through stuff, looking through things, going through papers, copying stuff. So your invisibility will wear off when you're well out of the area that you were in. So is everyone going back to the ship? Azric, what do you do with your crab friend?
I'm gonna dip us in the ocean, and I will drop polymorph, and we'll just swim back to the ship.
All right. Emmy, how long do you stay a crab?
The full, how can I, 2 hours, I think?
So as long as you're drunk, got it.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna not uncrab until I have to for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And
All right.
by then I'll be sober. I'm still trying to curse as a crab. So there's just a lot of like
clicky clacks.
yeah.
Alrighty. So eventually you all make it back to your ship. For those of you that were
Ooh, it's
invisible,
3 hours.
you are no longer invisible anymore. Azric, you swim over to the ship. And Emmy, you crab over to the ship. And as you all try to go up the gangplank, Emmy's still a crab. She's not changing out.
Everyone, don't mind the crab. That's just Navigator Emmy. And chowder, it is not dinner.
Amazing. So answer me this. If crabs normally walk sideways, how do they walk when they're drunk? Can't walk sideways.
Backwards.
They walk. It's oddly, it like goes the opposite direction you think, and it's like a full-on crab rave in here.
Yeah. All right. It is late in the evening on the 3rd. You've gone through your shenanigans. You have a magic stick. What would you like to do? You are all together.
Oh, I'd like to get this out of my bag. I don't know if I, after that, want to keep it on my person. Where can I put it? Put it in the captain's quarters. Is it safe to put it in the captain's quarters?
Do we even know what that thing is?
Yes, actually. Oh, okay. Let me try to explain vaguely what I remember. Magic stick. Calculations. What were they? Oh, do you have the papers, Taj?
I grab the papers out of my bag and give them to Azric.
Okay, so
Peruse it.
I'll try to translate the science. Basically, these equations here kind of mean that sort of the things in the device can allow regular people without Taj's talents to kind of have Taj's talents. So he was actually right. And,
Isn't it?
Yes.
Wait,
wonder-
it's a wand for non-arcane users?
Correct. I don't know precisely exactly kind of how to recreate this thing so far. I would have to do more research, but from what I can tell, it works. From these
Does seem
findings
to be
here, you see.
accurate.
But
That could
what
change
we
the landscape of battle for armies and
Aye.
just rich
Oh,
people.
yes, exactly. And we did do what she asked us. What was her name again? Oh wow, everything's all crazy. Your friend Zara, Zafira, Zephyr.
Sophia?
Yes, correct. She asked us to make a fool of him, I suppose. I did my best to kind of get Taj created a forgery, and we did our best to kind of recreate these plans, but with some less than stellar equations. They're definitely not correct from what I could tell from these ones. So if he tries to rebuild it, it won't work. There's no way. Unless he has a mind like mine, which I doubt, because I'm a very unique individual. You see, not many people have a keen mind like mine. But anyway, so you see, hopefully we've done the job, I hope. But the fact of the matter is, this thing is well, you said it yourself.
Something that is important for us to think about is possibly maybe capturing him, and I will possess him for the symposium. Might not be a bad idea, or I don't know. What do you think? Because if he recreates this, we have 3 days. Then we did not do what Sevilla had asked.
But if he did recreate it and he tries to take it to the symposium to present it, it's not going to work like he intended. And then the job will be done.
That is us risking that he does not have a brain like you, but he might. I mean, he did create this after all. I don't think we should be assuming.
I suppose that is true.
If we needed to be foolproof,
How are we going to find him?
Well,
I mean, we have the prototype, the original. There's no way he can recreate something like that in a matter of days.
we do not know that for sure. It is important that, I don't know, we have a plan B. What do you think?
I agree. He didn't come
know what
back
it
with
looks
them,
like.
did he?
I did not see him, but there was a black mist, so I do not know.
Oh, that was me. I cast off.
To see who? Oh, we know what he looks like. Right? High elf, silver eyes, blonde hair.
We saw him leave.
Yes.
So, we could try and get him maybe the day before the symposium, but since of what happened, he might be under high alert. There might be guards following
Yes,
him.
I think they'll be protecting him at this point. How did they even know we were there? There must have been an alarm.
Maybe when the chest got picked up. Or possibly when something dropped and made a sound on the floor. Either way, we do not want to go back and find out.
Just out of curiosity, did these guys look like just hired thugs, or did they have some identifying marks on them anywhere, like an organization or?
Make a history roll.
Okay.
We'll do that. Well, I didn't really see too much, to be honest.
A 16.
You didn't really see any insignia or anything that would have really tipped you off of like, these are so and so. They definitely weren't guards. They weren't cartel. Nothing of that sort. So hired thugs, maybe. Maybe people who
maybe hired thugs is the wrong way to put it. Like
hired by interested parties.
Yeah, maybe like a rich person's private
Detail
or something. Yeah.
You all do know who Thaldir is being bankrolled by. And with a 16, I'll give you some info. So Zephyros Skystrider is the proprietor of Skyward Emporium. They basically are some sort of company that has a lot of people that they have hired for various things, and no one really knows what they do.
Well,
they are apparently going to have a presentation at the symposium this year.
Given who he works for and the amount of wealth of that organization, it's safe to say that was probably some sort of private guard, which means with their important item missing, we probably won't be getting close to him again. They might even move him someplace completely different. So I don't know if he can recreate something like this in a matter of days, but it'd be extremely hard to get close to him if we even if he was in the same place again. So that's just my opinion. I like the idea, but it didn't go as smoothly as we hoped. So, as you said, they'll be on high alert. It'd be extremely hard to abduct him if we were trying to pull that.
I agree with Hayden. I think it's a job well done. We have the prototype, assuming the way the guards panicked, it was the only one, and we have his notes. I think I agree. It would be quite difficult to try to pursue and kidnap him now that his items are lost, and yeah, definitely be on high alert.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't humiliated him, but
Not yet. It will happen either on Friday or whatever day is Friday.
Fire's Day.
Fire's
That
Day.
Day.
Fierce Day.
Or maybe we heckle him in the crowd as somebody else, so we do not ruin our own reputation while we are there.
Sure.
Or we could make the switch just before he goes on stage.
That is what I'm trying to say as well. It doesn't have to be. No, there might be a plan here, but I
We'll
do
just
not
take
know.
the next few days to
work.
plan.
What?
I mean, at this point, they might not even have a presentation. What are they going to present? We have the thing that they were going to present. So they might just pull out of it altogether. So I don't know.
That would be most ideal if it doesn't even go on.
But if they are there, then I like that plan.
What about if we like slip a laxative in his tea or something? Right before he goes to present it. If he has anything to present.
Maybe he has the laxative and the love potion too, so he's a little, I don't know, hopped up. Maybe
What would
pent up?
happen if we slipped him the love potion before he goes on stage?
He falls in love and shits his pants.
I kind
He
of
doesn't
like it.
even need to have a laxative, but it would make it funnier.
So how does a love potion work? Is it the first person he sees and then Madeleine Love?
I'm not sure. I do not remember.
But as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, I think it's a job well done, but we can always take it to a vote.
I'm curious, Kuda, if you spent some time with this thing, would you possibly be able to make something similar? Something along the same lines that maybe we can make a profit off of?
Oh, potentially. I think, especially with all of his plans, it might take me some time to research further to understand these extra things. But
imagine how much gold we could make selling an item that would give somebody the ability to divine things without having the ability to cast magic.
However, I wonder if we might make an enemy of Zafira if we do that, because is this not the reason she sent us on this quest in the first place?
She does. All she said is that she wanted him to be embarrassed. She did not say anything about an item or anything. So what she doesn't know doesn't hurt her, and especially if we never come back here, then it does not matter.
She's the very divine woman. I do hope she can't see us right now.
It does not necessarily look like that.
All I'm
I
saying is,
hope-
if this thing works like you believe it does, it's a highly valuable item.
Oh, yes.
Making copies that work half as well, even,
We
could net us a lot of gold.
Yes, we certainly could. That in combination with the ship of the future.
Oh,
Imagine if every ship of the future came with one.
Could you make like cannons that shoot magic spells?
I wonder if this could be used to estimate also, in addition to that. Yes, probably.
Because
Maybe.
maybe we don't sell it. Maybe we just use it for us.
I do like the way you think.
Yeah. And he goes to like, she's not a crab anymore. Yeah. Is like clipping her hand.
another thought. It could also be used as a bargaining chip.
Oh.
Perhaps we could shave off some of our debt to a certain someone by offering this. Just throwing out ideas. We don't even know how it functions yet.
I walk up to Hayden and I like grab his like cheeks and his face and I'm like, that is a great idea. I believe I did not think of it myself. And I like smooch him on each cheek.
Well,
Yes, indeed. Well, in that case, shall we prepare for Flyers Day?
I
Yeah. Click, click, click.
Click, click.
It was just
Does
Emmy
anyone
saying
need
click,
to
click, click.
rest?
Do we
In
need
the
to report
meantime-
back to Zafira? Or will you handle that, Tosh?
I mean, I can go to her, but she's going to want the job to be done. The job is not done until Friday, so it does not matter.
Of course.
Yes, we'll need to check in with her before we leave.
Maybe right after he goes on, we go to her and then we leave. Assuming that it happens after the auction.
So you all know, like the chain of events that are going to happen on the Mercantile Symposium of Progress. There's going to be like an opening ceremony, and then after that, there's going to be like basically things happening throughout the day. Things like, you know, artisan markets, like they've been popping up all over. There's innovation pavilions where they're showing off their inventions and stuff like that. There's the merchant guild halls that have opened their doors to let people see what they're working on, for looking for investors, stuff like that, entertainment venues. And then there's the gala at the Gilded Spire, which is going to include the silent auction for all the expensive shit that's going on at the same time. So you could infer that whatever presentation that they have is going to be during the day, because all of the people who are important are going to be at the Spire at nighttime.
Mm.
But if everything's happening at the same time, will we need to make sure that we can be at the auction and at the presentation at the same time? Will we have to, as they say, split the party?
No, you've
The
got
God in
time.
the sky says no.
Oh
Okay.
man, I like when you have to split the party. It makes
Wonderful.
makes Max have to work.
I'm already working.
So do you.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Don't worry about it.
I just like when half of us are doing something that if the other half were there, they'd be like, please stop. And then they can't say anything.
Chaos.
Chaos reigns.
Shenanigans.
So in that case, I dare say we will probably call it a night and prepare for Fires Day.
Might not be a bad idea.
Where are we going to keep this thing in the meantime? I would like to get it out of my bag.
We can put it in the desk where we have the
The
other things.
captain's chest.
The
Okay,
safest
wonderful.
place is
Right.
your bag, Q-Tip. No one can detect it there.
It is? Oh, okay, then I'll keep it in my bag. I mean, it's fine.
We just don't lose the bag.
Yes, don't lose the bag. Don't lose the bag. Don't lose
All right. Well, then
the bag.
we shall prepare for Fires Day. It's going to be a very big, long day, and hopefully very prosperous.
Okay, so it's currently the evening of the 3rd, going into the 4th. Are you all just gonna hang tight until it's Fires Day and fast forward a little bit?
I think so because we don't
I think
have.
so.
I think we've wrapped up most
Yeah.
things.
I'm feeling good about that.
Other than the cartel guy, but we were just kind of like, the cartel
Eh.
guy. What are
Yeah.
you gonna do?
Okay. So with that, is there anything in particular that you all want to do on the days off? Or you're just preparing, getting ready for the auction and all this other stuff, I'm assuming?
I think we're just getting ready and napping. We're working on me and if Cooter needs help, Emmy will help her. Otherwise, Emmy's going to be working on our indoor like greenhouse situation that we've been working on. I'll just put time into that.
Progress on that.
Yeah. So if you don't need me to do other stuff to prepare for the thing, we'll just put some days into that.
That's what I was going to say. How cool would it be to use the device as a little to improve our farming situation?
Oh, I can already do that. I'm a druid, Cooter. Do you
Yeah,
not
but
know
then
what
you
druids
don't
do?
have to. It will just do it by
But it's like
itself.
really easy. I can just cast this spell and it works for like 8 months. And I only
in
cast
that
it one
case,
time. It's so
enchant
easy.
away.
Yeah. We just need to get the setup and then we're basically all set.
Marvelous.
I think we just need an automated watering system is
In
essentially
that
what she
case, I
really
am
needs.
simply long resting and working.
Fair enough.
I don't think there was anything else that I was trying to do, no. I've already done the ledger, written all the things, got the pile of papers. Just going through her like, have I missed anything?
And throughout these past couple days, you see Whisperers coming and going. She ends up leaving very early in the day and then comes back very late in the evening. And she's putting in the work to kind of help you out during the auction, to help figure some of those things out. But with that, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say during those down days, I want to work with Kurzak and Karzak to like really run drills for our very green crewmen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, like Jax, Lucille.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Gene and Barry, especially.
I mean, they know how to be sailors. Like, they understand the craft. They're just, I mean, they're just them.
They need discipline, and I want to reinforce that.
Okay. Got it.
I think in that time as well, I'd like to speak with Cooter
Yeah.
about the object.
Yes, dear. How can I help?
Do you really believe that if you spend enough time with this thing, you could figure out how it works?
Oh, probably. I mean, science is science. You put enough time and brain power into it, and I mean, it just depends how much time it would take. That's kind of up to the fate, Dan, as it were.
and based off your understanding now, it's something that were to allow non-magic user to cast any spell, specific spells.
I believe it's specifically related to divination tactics like fortune telling, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who remembers things.
And does that magic allow you to find someone?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, we could try. Is there someone specifically you're looking for? Your parents?
Perhaps.
I do
What do you think?
wonder.
What do you think they might be? That could help us find a place to start to find them.
It would help you find them.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah. They're all just sitting in the back of the room like...
I'll let...
are we not supposed to be listening? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I
It's
thought
fine.
we were all circled together.
I thought so too.
It's whatever Hayden wants, because he was starting the conversation, so...
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah,
You don't have to be there.
And-
I think he was just asking me in private, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
With that, I'll say, while we have a little moment here, thank you, Charmed Fantasy, for bringing your audience over here and rating us. Much appreciated. Thank you for being here.
You're
If you
welcome.
haven't, please check out our YouTube. What did I say earlier that broke you, Mac? If you would, pretty please take a look at our YouTube.
I don't even remember. It was,
Stuff.
yeah,
Stupid
hard,
stuff.
please. Like, it's the way you said it, man.
But anyway, thanks so much for being here, and happy to have you. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? I don't exactly... No, they could very well be dead, as I've been led to believe, but
they were
in the off
reported to
chance
be.
they're not, I was hoping there'd be something that could point me in a direction of some sort. Any indication that at least they're among the living. I don't
We
know.
are allowed to be in this
have a
conversation.
look.
It's no. It's
I do
no
think-
pressing concern. It's just.
I do think, considering all the people who've been after us, that it might potentially be a pressing concern. So I think it's a very valid question. Would I be able to answer Hayden's question? Would I be able to roll an investigation or something to see, now that we're back at the ship and collecting ourselves, if I can look at all the materials that we have and this device and see if I might understand, or how long it will take me to understand how to make one, how it works, how to use it, that kind of thing.
So,
Not necessarily to do the thing, but to have a better understanding of how long it might take me to get there.
yeah, so understanding how it works, understanding how to make it, those are different things. One of which much easier than the other. Being able to understand it would take some work to figure out, the capabilities, the full capabilities of this thing, right? how to recreate one yourself would take longer to understand than the amount of time to create one. Not saying it's impossible. You could do it.
Yeah.
You have to dedicate some time, because from what you gathered, the dude drove himself nuts going over this thing, and like that's all he did, and locked himself into this room kind of thing. So it's all possible.
Basically, I think the first thing that I want to answer is what is the likelihood that I might be able to understand how to use it to do what Hayden's asking? Or can I get some kind of understanding to see if that's even possible to do what he's asking?
Make an Arcana roll.
Just want to have a little looky-loo, see if we even might be able to do that. Looking. 13. Now that we're here, I understand it less than I thought I did. What an enigma.
So you've held this thing, you've put it in your bag, you've held it. You know, like it has some sort of innate magical properties, obviously, but it didn't feel like anything happened when you picked it up. You could spend some time to study this thing if you wanted, but for some reason it doesn't seem like it does anything to you. You don't know what the big, like, it seems like this thing is supposed to be some magical technological breakthrough, but when you held it, you didn't seem like a metal rod to you with some sparklies on it.
Interesting. Well, anyway, so Hayden, hold this. I just need to look at something. And I just like throw it in his hands and pick up the papers to like further investigate whatever it is that I'm trying to read.
Okay. Do you catch it?
I don't want it to break on the ground.
It's like you do the old trick of throw something to someone to see if they catch it.
I got good reflexes.
Or just kind of like shove it at him.
Yeah.
Kind of assuming he's going to get it.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, what?
Wisdom.
Wait, what? Did she didn't have to do this, right?
Aiden does.
Oh my gosh.
This is not arcane user.
5.
A 5. Cooter, you look at Hayden and you see his pupils dilate the size of his irises. Hayden, you begin to experience the world as you have never seen before. Anything that is inherently magical becomes like you're staring into the sun. It is completely unbearable to you. It's almost like, think of a moment of like your third eye is opened and it is completely overwhelming your psyche.
And it's just like eyes wide open, like drool.
Oh dear. Okay, can I'm like calling Taj, help, please. Please, dear, come quickly. And she's just like muttering and like pointing at Hayden. I gave him to hold the thing and look at him.
I like hold the thing, like I like take it from his hands.
Mm-hmm. In your vision, Hayden, you're holding this thing out at your side. You can't move. You can't hear anyone. It's kind of like, you know, what they do in like the movies and stuff. Like when an explosion goes off, like they hear like muffled, like they know people are talking, you can't hear what it is. That's what you hear. Mm-hmm. And then as Taj enters the room, it's just another like large beacon of light in your vision. It's like you're staring into the sun. And it's just overwhelming to you, and you can't do anything.
Is this one of those things where, like, in that state, like, am I, like, white knuckling this thing, like, in my hand, like, where somebody had to rip it away, they really had to pull it away?
Oh,
from
yeah.
me?
They're gonna have to get it out of your hands, and like, it's not like they have to roll or anything, but you can tell that he's just like locked up, basically.
Yeah.
And you said you took it from him, Taj?
Yeah.
He was like, drop it now.
Test the strength check. I'm just kidding.
And when she takes it from you, it slowly begins to fade back to normal, and your head is pounding. You have like the worst migraine.
Oh shit!
Are you all right? What happened?
It clearly works.
Are you
My
okay?
head feels
Something.
like somebody's beat me senseless.
What did you see when you held it? Was it something different? Was it scary? Tell us everything. This is for science.
I saw
What with it?
everything, everywhere, all at once.
I don't think I understand how you can see everything everywhere all at once. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Imagine every single one of your senses is overwhelmed to the max. It's things rushing through your mind. I couldn't see. Everything was like a beacon of light.
I
Couldn't hear.
Azric, are you around?
I pop my head out my captain's quarters. Yes, you need something.
Hold this. Touch, do you mind?
I
Is this the thing? The wand?
Yes.
I grab it from Taj's hand.
give it to him.
Yeah, it's a cool to the touch because it's a metal rod. It's quite cool outside. It's got some embedded gemstones, some runes on it.
How do you feel? Anything?
Just a wand. Rod, whatever.
It's a rod, sir.
It's not a wand, it's a rod.
Overlord, powerful
Oh.
voice that reached into my mind. Is something supposed to happen?
Hayden, are you the chosen one?
What?
Oh my god, this is so funny.
You seem to be the only one affected by this thing.
What happened?
Well, I gave it to him because I wanted to check something, and then he just became catatonic. His eyes, pupils were the size of his whole head.
He said that he was able to see everything everywhere all at once. Does that make any sense to you? Can you make sense of this, Azric?
That doesn't make any sense.
That is what I said.
I could really go for a bagel, though.
Well,
Do we have anything that can numb the pain in my head?
oh yes,
Seriously,
dear, of
feels
course.
like I had a giant creature step on my brain.
That sounds awful. Maybe you shouldn't touch it again until we learn more about it. Very sorry, very sorry. I just like healing word him.
Gave you the
Numb the
D&D equivalent
pain.
of some Excedrin.
Yeah.
Some PC
Here's an
powder.
Advil. Here's an Advil and a glass of water.
Ah. Thank you.
Well,
Wait,
we need to be really careful with this thing.
It should not fall into somebody's hands. But
I have a
only thing
thought.
I could think of. Yes, go ahead, Hayden.
This thing's designed for people who don't have magic to be able to use magic. So maybe that's why nothing happens when you all hold it.
We can't even use it.
so
Exactly. It's
can we
not
find
for
somebody
you.
who is non-magical and see if the same thing happens to them? Two people having the same effect could be. I don't know. Let us know.
I'm not magical.
You're not.
Are you? Do you want
You
to
turn
try?
into different things.
Not the way that you're magical. I'm not.
Well, if you want
What
to
do you want?
volunteer to distribute, there you go.
I can hold it.
All right,
Do
yeah,
they
there you are.
hand it? I'll take the wand.
Just sit down before.
Okay, sit down first, then I take the wand.
It's,
Rod.
it is a cool metallic rod. Actually, no, I'm kidding.
It's a rod.
It's a rod, Marie. No, you're holding on to it. It's neat, I guess. Nothing happens to Emmy though.
That's interesting because my magic's definitely different than your type of magic. But I guess I can still cast spells, so maybe that's the difference.
Hayden, are you willing to try it again, or should I grab Jean? Oh, Gear, rather.
Maybe not right this second.
Maybe not Gear. Who's the one who freaked out about the banner? Was that Barry?
No, I don't think
Jax,
I would.
come here, please.
I don't think that's a good idea. Do we even want them to know we have this?
Don't have to let them know who it is? Or wait, what about the whisper?
I was going to suggest Whisper also.
I don't remember
Whisper
what she is.
has the ability to cast magic, so it's not going to work.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, give me the damn thing.
Just ask Chowder. Chowder's not going to know what's going on anyway.
Oh, no.
You said he'd do it?
Absolutely
rather-
not, Chowder.
I'd rather not torture our crew, and I'd rather they not know we have this thing.
Never mind, Jax. Go back to whatever you're doing.
You seem kind of strutting up and it's like, I'm going to go talk to the cap. And like, just
Buddy.
Oh, little guy.
He thought he was getting
Little
promotion.
Little guy.
Right,
Are we in?
Up a note
We're not in the captain's quarters, or are we in the captain's
you're the upstairs.
Yeah.
quarters? Okay.
I think before it
Well,
was
sit
just
down
kind of in his
first,
Just
lady.
ensuite.
open the door.
Yeah, I'll sit down somewhere.
All right. If we notice anything weird, we'll grab the rod right away.
Why don't you lie down, maybe? Who knows? Then at least you'll be most comfortable.
Sure.
The left seat's up here.
Huda puts her paws, little stumps under his shoulder and starts going,
Light as a feather, thick as a board.
Love it.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
You grab onto it. You're grab onto it, immediately lock into it, almost like that catatonic state. Your pupil just go as big as your entire like eye, and you're sitting there. This is different. You hear the muffled talking. Everything else seems muffled, and there are a few. You can see through the captain's quarters out to the deck, and you can see a couple of orange outlines on some crew members. Now, this is excruciating. This is still the similar effect of what happened previously, but something different is happening.
Hayden, can you hear me? Can you blink if you can hear me? Can you blink?
What you look like before? Should we take it?
I say we let it play out and see what happens. If it is
He
not
seems
killing
the
him, then
same.
it does not matter, no?
Do you have enough energy to blink? Fight the pain, Hayden.
Can I make any of this out? Or is
No. You
he
can't
can't
even
hear us
speak.
at all.
You can't hear them. You hear muffled noises that they're talking. You're just locked in. Wow.
I'm going to give it 5 seconds, and if nothing changes, I'm taking it out of his hands.
Yes, this seems like torture. I don't want him to come out a vegetable.
Yeah, he also probably has a lot of trauma from like being stuck as a stone for so long. This is probably really not fun for him.
I pull it out of the rod out of his hands.
You okay,
You go
Hayden?
back to normal, and you're looking at the wall again, Hayden, and you can't see through it, and can't see the few people on deck that had this orange, like glowing outline that was like piercing into your vision.
What happened?
What happened this time? Did it help?
What did you see or hear?
Are you okay?
I couldn't hear anything. Everything around me faded away, except I could see past the walls onto the deck. But could only make out outlines of people. Something.
Outlines of people. What kind of
sound like
outlines?
spellcasting.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it
The way
is.
Taj could see through doors or walls with her spell.
But is it different than the way
I
it
don't know what
happened the
that's
first
like.
time?
I mean, the first time it was like all I could see was blinding light. This time was a
maybe-
little bit more focused, but still intense.
Would you mind maybe holding it one more time and seeing what happens?
I feel like my brain might leak through my nose if I did it again.
Maybe before we try again, tell me, do you remember anything else about the outlines?
I don't have
Like, do
orange
you know who
color
was?
outlines, vaguely in the shape of people.
Orange coloured outlines.
On our ship? On the docks?
I was looking as if the walls of the cabin weren't there. I could see beyond, but no details other than outlined shapes.
Do I know anything about the, like, if it's an aura, would I know what colour aura that would insinuate if it was one?
Make an arcane or an arcana check. Because you're basically
what
trying to
I'm
figure
asking.
out something based on how he's describing it. And
Yes,
anyone
yes.
else can too if you'd like to try and figure this out.
Okay.
would give
Yeah, I want to.
19.
Tutor assistant.
Arcana.
19.
Mm-hmm.
I got 16. Yeah. Cooter's got it.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay. So based on the rolls for Cooter, you would know that what he's describing is probably some sort of spell effect. That you know that some spells can go through certain amounts of material. You're sort of narrowing this down because it's been mentioned about divination before. So there are maybe a handful of spells that maybe that's what he was doing. If you think you understand what this is supposed to do, maybe it was like detecting magic or detecting evil and good or like detecting poison and disease. It feels like something like that. But since you didn't feel the sensation yourself and don't know, because Hayden can't articulate what's happening because he's not a spellcaster. He's just feeling what's happening to him. But you think that something like one of these things is basically what occurred, even though Hayden has no training in it whatsoever.
But does that colour mean anything to me as well in that context?
Not in that context.
Like if I was to detect magic on something and saw an orange aura, like what would I think that was?
Detect magic works a little differently in that you can pinpoint the schools of magic if the spell effect was happening, but Hayden's not going to know that. So there's
So
not,
it's not like a...
there's not like an orange means this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just
Cool,
giving
cool.
him like
That's
a visual
what I'm
representation,
asking, yeah.
of what it means for
Yeah,
him.
yeah. It means that it was a quest objective. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that while you were drinking.
Hayden, you know that with the three people that one of them was a bugbear, one of them was a lizard folk, and then one of them seemed to be a halfling. That's easily you can see
That's
their
our crew.
outlines. So
Oh, I thought it was more of like a vague shape of like a person.
yeah, you'd be able to tell based just on size and build
Okay.
alone.
I think it might have been outlines of some of our crew members that I could see on the deck of the ship,
Oh, that's cool.
but I don't. Anyway, I'm not going to touch it again. Today, at least.
Probably.
That sounds
So-
like we were maybe on the right track with our health checks earlier then. It
sounds like there might be something affecting some people on our crew.
What does those three have in common, though?
Do
Sorry,
they
who
have
are they?
magic on them?
Oh,
I
are
don't
they
know.
spellcasters themselves?
We have time
Some of
to
our
think about
crew is?
this. I don't want to distract us from preparing for our big day. So I didn't expect to touch the thing either.
Oh, very sorry. I just needed someone to hold it for a moment.
I understand. What were we doing? What was the plan?
Oh, we're just waiting for the Feast Day presentation, and then we'll try
Just lay
to-
down, Hayden. Just have some tea and.
You don't worry about it. Yes, I'll go brew something up right now.
Right.
I'll put
Well.
all the good shit in it for you.
Okay. I'll take it.
To put it lightly, this has pretty much just ruined your whole day, Hayden. You are physically, mentally,
I was
spiritually.
going to ask if I should take a point of exhaustion.
Not quite. You know that if you did it again, you probably would. But this is the point where you're at the edge, like on the brink here. So it was not a pleasant experience by any stretch of the word.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't ask me to do anything today.
That's right. We didn't have any plans for the next 3 days anyway. You'll have time to recover.
I'll inform Whisper if she's still around to take over your duties while you rest up.
Sounds great.
She's not around. She's got other duties that she was assigned now.
Okay.
She's somewheres. Can we do a little cross check on who in our crew fits those descriptions, just for reference
So
purposes?
It's like a list. Lizard folk are going to be Kurzak and Karzak. Your bugbears are going to be Czar and Gado.
Mhm.
And Magnar.
That's no, Magnar is a hobgoblin.
Oh, right. Why was I thinking he's a bugbear too?
Halflings are Gear and Barry, I believe.
Okay.
So
Mm.
Neither of the halflings know how to cast magic, right? Like that's not a thing.
as far as you know, none of them do.
None of those people we know of have any magical capabilities.
They could have something cast on them by someone else, though.
Yeah.
We should question them.
Well, the thing is, they might not even know.
Well,
Right.
we don't even know what entails. Like, what does it
Yeah,
mean?
We already tried detect
I would
magic
need
on them.
to-
Should we try detect magic on them real quick?
Did we do that previously? I don't know if we did.
Yeah, but not today.
And they were expecting it then.
If you want to do it,
Potentially.
you can do it.
I'll do it. Wait.
Shall we call them in?
I don't think I
I
have
say
that
we just
prepared.
do it secretly. Otherwise, if we
Just
try
do
to
it
run, they
secretly.
might.
Just walk over to them.
Well,
Okay.
you can subtle spell it, can't you?
I do not have the spell.
I don't have it prepared.
Well, it's a new
Well,
day.
we can do it tomorrow.
Did you prepare your spells for today?
It's a
No,
new day.
but
If
that
you
would
want
be
it.
kind of.
Metagaming.
Yeah.
Fast forward.
We don't metagame.
Yeah, we could do it the next day.
This is in the series of 3 days in which you're waiting for the symposium. So whatever you want to
on
do,
one of
go
the
for
days
it.
I want to on the next day I want to cast detect magic, like where people won't hear it. If I have to, I'll go for a swim and cast it underwater because I'm a seal. And then I'm just gonna super cash walk around the ship Hey, Chowder, how are you today? Don't mind me. And I'll just keep walking around the ship like I'm not up to anything. And looking for the ones that fit the description.
Nothing. No magics detected.
Can I also just like perceive around the ones that meet that description?
What's that? Can you also what?
Like just perceive around them. Like I'll just be like, hey Barry, how's the ocean today? How are you doing? And I'm just gonna like talk to him for a little bit
Make
and
a
like
perception.
perceive.
Are you looking for anything?
I'm just trying to see if there's anything off about him that would mean that he'd have a glow when Hayden's using magic. Perception. 19. This is Barry.
Barry seems a little lethargic.
Oh, how are you feeling, Barry? You
Seems
don't look
like
so good.
well, my muscles are kind of aching a bit, and
Yeah.
I just kind of feel a bit sleepy.
Okay.
You see, he's got little tiny like red spots on his arm.
What are those?
Well, I don't know, just irritated or something.
Barry, you know when something like that happens, you have to go and see Cooter. She's a ship medic. You could have infected the entire ship.
It's not a big deal.
No, but it could be. Let's just go get it looked at, and then you'll feel better.
All right.
Emmy seems to have forgotten her original reason for talking. She's just very concerned about Barry now.
Sure. He listens to you. Because you're an officer, we can go ahead and take you to Cooter.
Something's wrong with Barry. Can you treat him? I think he has eel bumps.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yes, let me take a look. What can I do
Make
here?
a medicine check.
Medicine?
Barry, did you
Yes,
get
that
eel
sounds
bumps
like
when you were
fun.
little? If you didn't get them when you were little, it's really bad to have them now.
I don't know what that is.
Maybe
I
y'all
haven't-
don't call it eel bumps up here. Eel
13.
pox?
What?
13.
13.
Oh, can I assist her if I'm trained in medicine? Oh, never mind, I'm not.
No, you can't. But I will say that you can roll with advantage because if you're doing a doctor's visit, you could ask him about how he's feeling and stuff. Based on what
So
Emmy
tell
said.
me about your past week. What did you eat? Where have you been? Have you been in contact with any contaminants? 16.
Barry has early onset of scurvy.
Oh no!
Oh no, scurvy hitting the ship. We were too late. We're going to need some.
That's okay. I'm going to go check everyone else and I'll be back. I'll see if anyone else has symptoms. And I'm going to run off to do that.
All right, thank you. All right, love. We're going to have to get you some citrus, some vitamin C in your diet. What have you been eating this week?
Well, I've been going to the bar and having ale.
Oh, well, in addition to your ale, make sure you have some oranges. We'll subsidise some for you. Azrig, do we have the budget for oranges? We haven't quite caught up with our farming yet, but we definitely have a scurvy thing starting with the crew, so we've got to stave that off as soon as possible.
I'm sorry, did you just say we have a scurvy thing?
We have a scurvy thing.
Why do we have a scurvy thing? We have plenty of lemons and oranges on the ship.
We need them to actually take them. Can you make an announcement that they need to actually use them? Well, this fellow, I don't know if all of them do. Have I checked all of them yet? How many of them do? Let's get everyone in for health checks again.
How many did I check? How many do I find?
You have found that Barry, Karzak, and Gatto have similar symptoms.
So
and I will
that's what you saw.
and I will say that it dawns on you, Cooter, being both a medical professional now and a spellcaster, that if this is divination magic, perhaps the second time Hayden was able to detect poison and disease. Because you already had that narrowed down.
Yes, it looks like thanks to Hayden that we caught this. We wouldn't have seen it otherwise.
Uh,
Why is everyone not taking advantage of our citrus program? We really need to do like a little, I don't know, promotional activity perhaps to encourage the crew to up their vitamin
We
intake.
could do a play. Like I could write us a play and we could enact it about like why it's good to eat citrus.
no, that's terrible.
Okay.
No, I love it.
Oh,
Maybe the goblin. Especially Chowder. She would love stories. I'm going to ring the bell and gather the crew
Sure.
to the deck.
Everyone shows up.
Attention on deck. We're doing another health inspection.
Everyone groans. Oh.
Yes, I know. But this time we have a bit of a situation. A couple of the crew have
Early onset scurvy, yes.
scurvy.
And you hear people gasp.
But not to worry. We have our professional medic here, Cuda here, and we have plenty of citrus. So
Well, it would be
I just want
quite
to
all
remind
right if
everyone.
you would all eat your fruits and veggies, wouldn't it?
Someone shouts from the crowd, I heard you can get it from just looking at someone with scurvy.
Oh, no.
It's scientifically incorrect.
We can
See if
debunk
we'd
that
done a
right
play.
now.
Just please remember to eat citrus at least once a day, okay?
Right, everyone, pass around the basket. Everybody take one. I want to see you eat the first bite.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
They comply because they've just gone through discipline training with Azric, who just made sure that they follow the rules. So everyone takes a bite of whatever citrus that you give them, and you have made sure that they all get their vitamin C. But
We're going to have to keep this up every day. All right? Don't make me start a journal for all of you.
and with that,
Oh my god.
you have taught proper balanced diets to your crew. And I think that is a great place as we fast forward to the morning of Fire's Day, which is the Mercantile Symposium of Progress. It is early in the morning, and you are all prepared to seize the day. And with that, we'll end our episode. So thank you all very much for watching and hanging out with us. If you would, stick around for our poll that we're going to put into chat, because whoever gets the most votes, the poll is going to win an inspiration that they can use.
You should vote for Drunk Emmy. Not regular Emmy. Regular Emmy won't get the inspiration. Only Drunk Emmy.
So while I get that put in the chat here. Can't spell.
While he's doing that, thanks everyone for hanging out. It really means a lot to us. And thank you everyone who raided and came from a raid and hung out. Make sure you like us on YouTube. I mean, if you like us, if you don't like us, you don't have to. But it does help the channel. Commenting helps too. There's no dislikes, so you might as well just like, really. Yeah, just like the channel, please, if you don't mind. And thanks everyone for hanging out. It was really nice to see everyone, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
Yeah,
and
very happy to have you.
Yeah, don't forget that we also stream on Monday for Tome of Knowledge, so we'll also see you then.
Miss y'all so much.
Make sure to follow our YouTube, youtube.com/@castles and cantrips. Hang out in our Discord, discord.gg/castles and cantrips. Go check out our Patreon for early access to some of these things. And I hope you all have a fantastic...
And don't forget to vote.
Yeah, a fantastic evening.
I
the
voted
votes are
for
still up.
Azric because he gave him the rum.
With that all being said too, we'll be here on Monday as well as Friday. But after that, we'll be off for a little bit because Bud and I have to move into a brand new place 1,500 miles away. So it'll take us just luck. So I will say you don't want to miss next week as the Symposium of Progress begins. It's going to be super fun.
Max? I'm scared.
The Mercantile Symposium of Progress. I don't know. I've just put a lot of thought to make a lot of cool things there. Come on.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're pretty sadistic here. You're trying to kill us.
I wrote a speech. Come on.
A speech.
Yes.
Okay, well, now you definitely don't want to miss that.
Man, but
I've been keen for this for like 16 episodes.
yeah, and then all you got to do is survive the day, and then you can leave. That's it. That's all you have on the island
I don't
now.
think we can leave.
When
I
you
think
say
we did
it like
die
that.
and we're in purgatory. This island is purgatory.
This is the campaign. There
There
are
we
no
go.
other islands.
Yeah.
Azric, please take your inspiration,
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
sir.
Thank you, everyone. I'm so honored.
and for you to use however you choose in the next game. So thanks everybody for hanging out, and we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Nerds.